It's 3 a.m. and you're in the deepest sleep of the night when suddenly, a sharp, stabbing pain shoots through your calf. Your foot curls involuntarily, and you gasp for air, waking up to a searing cramp that feels like it might never let go. Your leg feels frozen, and all you can do is grit your teeth and hope it ends soon. If this scenario feels all too familiar, you're not alone. Leg cramps, especially at night, are a common and painful problem for many seniors. And for many, the pain is just the beginning of a frustrating cycle. Let me introduce you to Jim. Jim is 68 years old, recently retired, and enjoys spending his afternoons gardening and walking in the park. However, for the past couple of years, something has been holding him back from fully enjoying his activities: leg cramps. It wasn't just the pain that bothered him, it was the unpredictability. One minute, he'd be sitting down, enjoying a good book, and the next, a.m., his calf would seize up, bringing him to a standstill. It didn't matter if he'd had a long day or had been relaxing for hours. These sudden cramps would strike at the most inconvenient times. And like many seniors, Jim just couldn't figure out why they were happening or how to stop them. He tried stretching, he tried massaging, and he'd even tried pain relief creams, but nothing seemed to work. The cramps were relentless, and they started to control his life. Jim's frustration mounted each time the cramps would wake him from his sleep, leaving him groggy and drained the next morning. But Jim wasn't the only one. Many seniors struggle with the same issue. Leg cramps are so common, they have become almost a rite of passage for older adults. Yet, there's a huge piece of the puzzle that's often overlooked: what you eat. You might be wondering, why do leg cramps happen in the first place? The truth is, leg cramps can occur for several reasons, but the most common culprits are electrolyte imbalances, dehydration, and muscle fatigue. Our muscles need a certain balance of nutrients and hydration to function properly, and when these levels drop, cramps are often the result. Electrolytes like potassium, calcium, and magnesium play a crucial role in regulating muscle contractions. When your body is low on these nutrients, your muscles can become overstimulated, causing painful contractions. For example, potassium helps your muscles relax, while magnesium is needed to help muscles contract and relax in a balanced way. Without enough of these essential minerals, it's no wonder that cramps can sneak up on you. Another big factor is dehydration. When your body doesn't have enough water, it can't properly transport nutrients to your muscles. This can lead to cramps, especially during the night when your body is at rest and not actively replenishing its hydration levels. If your body is even slightly dehydrated, the risk of cramping increases. And of course, let's not forget muscle fatigue. Overexerting your muscles, especially when they aren't properly nourished, is a recipe for cramping. If you've been sitting or standing for long periods, your muscles may be in need of relief, which can result in those dreaded cramps. But here's the good news: the right changes to your diet can help prevent and even stop those painful cramps from happening. You may be thinking, how does diet have anything to do with my leg cramps? Well, it turns out that what we eat plays a significant role in keeping our muscles healthy and reducing the chances of cramping. By nourishing your body with the right nutrients, you can give your muscles the support they need to stay strong and relaxed. In this book, we'll explore how simple foods, combined with a few lifestyle changes, can help you tackle leg cramps once and for all. The best part? These changes don't require expensive supplements or complicated routines. It's all about making smarter food choices, like adding more potassium, magnesium, and calcium-rich foods to your meals. The foods we'll cover have been shown to help muscle function, prevent dehydration, and reduce the risk of cramping. Think of it like this: your body is a car, and the nutrients you get from food are the fuel. Without the right fuel, your car won't run efficiently. Similarly, without the right nutrients, your muscles won't work properly, leading to those painful cramps. By the end of this book, you'll have a clear understanding of which foods can help keep your muscles healthy, hydrated, and free from cramps. These foods are easy to find, simple to prepare, and can be easily integrated into your daily meals. Say goodbye to painful leg cramps, and say hello to a more comfortable, active life. The power to prevent leg cramps is in your hands. It may feel like a small thing, but making smarter food choices can have a huge impact on your health and well-being. Just like Jim, who found relief by making changes to his diet, you too can take charge of your leg health. No more waking up in the middle of the night, clutching your calf in pain. No more worrying about cramps ruining your day. With the right foods, you can get your life back on track. The best part? You don't have to be a nutritionist or fitness expert to make these changes. These solutions are practical, easy to implement, and will fit seamlessly into your lifestyle. Whether you're cooking at home or enjoying a meal out, there's always room for these simple, effective changes. It's time to start living without the fear of leg cramps interrupting your life. Together, we'll discover how food can be your secret weapon in the fight against cramps. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, gasping in pain from a leg cramp? What if you could prevent it with just a few changes to your diet? Hit subscribe and leave a comment with where you're watching from. This story might just spark a new beginning. What's one thing that always pushes you forward, even when things get tough? If you've ever had a leg cramp, you know how it feels to be completely blindsided by pain. One moment, you're relaxing on your porch or watching TV, and the next, your leg locks up. It's not just uncomfortable, it's downright terrifying. You can't move, you can't stretch, and all you can do is wait for the cramp to subside. It's one of those things that makes you feel vulnerable, like your own body is betraying you. But what if you knew why this was happening? What if you could solve the mystery and stop the cramps before they start? That's exactly what we're going to explore in this chapter, the hidden causes of leg cramps and how you can use knowledge to prevent them from disrupting your life. Let me introduce you to Sarah. Sarah is 72 and enjoys her morning walks through the neighborhood. It's her favorite time of day, fresh air, a good cup of coffee, and some peaceful alone time. But for the past few months, her walks have been interrupted by sudden, sharp leg cramps. They usually happen when she's least expecting it, while she's walking around the block, or worse, while standing still, chatting with a neighbor. She would bend over in agony, trying to massage the cramp away, but it would often last for minutes, sometimes longer. Sarah tried everything. She stretched before her walks, she drank water, and even tried massaging her muscles. Yet, the cramps kept coming. They were becoming so frequent that she started to dread her walks. It wasn't just the physical pain, the unpredictability was worse. Sarah felt like she was being held hostage by her own body. One day, a friend suggested she pay closer attention to her diet. "Have you tried eating more potassium-rich foods?" the friend asked. Sarah had heard of potassium, but she never really thought it was connected to leg cramps. It seemed too simple. But at that point, she was willing to try anything. So, she started adding more bananas and leafy greens into her meals. To her surprise, the cramps began to decrease in both frequency and intensity. What Sarah discovered was a small, but crucial, piece of the puzzle: what we eat matters more than we think when it comes to muscle health. Leg cramps are often the body's way of signaling that something is off, be it dehydration, an electrolyte imbalance, or muscle fatigue. So, what exactly is going on when these cramps strike? Leg cramps are often caused by electrolyte imbalances, dehydration, or simply overworked muscles. Let's break it down. Electrolyte imbalance. Our muscles rely on a delicate balance of electrolytes like potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sodium to function properly. These minerals help transmit electrical signals that tell your muscles when to contract and when to relax. When any of these minerals are low, your muscles can seize up and contract painfully. Potassium is especially important because it helps muscles relax, while magnesium helps regulate calcium, which is involved in muscle contraction. If your body's balance of these minerals gets disrupted, cramps are a common result. Dehydration. Water is essential for muscle function. Without proper hydration, your muscles can't properly receive nutrients and waste products. Dehydration also affects the balance of electrolytes in your body, further increasing the risk of cramps. Even a slight drop in hydration can make your muscles more prone to spasms. Muscle fatigue: if you've been standing or walking for long periods, or even sleeping in an awkward position, your muscles can become overworked and fatigued. When muscles are tired, they are more likely to cramp. Inactivity or lack of stretching can also lead to tight muscles, which are more prone to seizing up. The combination of these factors can create the perfect storm for leg cramps. When you're deficient in key nutrients, dehydrated, or your muscles are tired, it's like your body is setting off a warning signal, and that signal often comes in the form of a painful cramp. The good news is that you don't have to accept leg cramps as a fact of life. There are practical, simple changes you can make to help prevent them. The solution starts with understanding the role diet plays in muscle health and how easy it is to incorporate foods that are rich in the essential nutrients that prevent cramps. Potassium. As we've seen, potassium is crucial in preventing leg cramps. By adding more potassium-rich foods into your diet, such as bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, and beans, you'll be helping your muscles relax and function more efficiently. Potassium is found in many fruits and vegetables, so it's easy to add to your meals throughout the day. Magnesium. Magnesium is another vital nutrient for muscle relaxation. It helps regulate muscle contractions, so without enough of it, cramps are more likely to happen. You can find magnesium in foods like almonds, spinach, avocados, and dark chocolate. Adding more of these into your daily routine will help relax your muscles and reduce the frequency of cramps. Calcium. We all know calcium is important for strong bones, but did you know it's also essential for muscle function? It helps muscles contract and relax, so getting enough calcium can prevent cramps from occurring in the first place. Dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are rich in calcium, as are leafy greens and fortified non-dairy milk. Hydration. The importance of staying hydrated cannot be overstated. Water helps carry the nutrients your muscles need and flush out waste products that could trigger cramps. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day, and consider adding hydrating foods like watermelon, cucumbers, and celery to your diet as well. By combining these nutrient-rich foods into your daily meals, you're giving your muscles the best chance to stay strong, relaxed, and free from cramps. It's a simple and sustainable solution that can have a profound effect on your quality of life. Now that we've uncovered the mystery of leg cramps, you might be feeling hopeful. The key to preventing cramps isn't in a complicated exercise routine or a magic pill, it's in your diet. By making a few smart, easy changes to the foods you eat, you can give your muscles the nutrients they need to stay healthy, hydrated, and cramp-free. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Small changes in your diet can lead to big results. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle, but by simply focusing on adding a few key foods into your meals, you'll be taking a huge step toward reducing the frequency of cramps. So, are you ready to take control of your health and start feeling better? Every step you take toward understanding your body's needs is a step toward a life with fewer leg cramps. And the best part is, it's easy, it's natural, and it's in your hands. Do you ever wonder if your current diet is playing a role in your leg cramps? What small changes could you make today to start feeling better tomorrow? You know the feeling, a sudden sharp pain in your calf that stops you in your tracks. It's not just a fleeting ache, but a tight, pulling sensation that seems to last forever. It's almost as if your body is revolting against you. You might feel helpless, wondering, why me? Or what did I do wrong? But here's the truth, those cramps are not random. There's a scientific reason behind every painful spasm, and the good news is that once you understand what's going on inside your body, you can make changes to stop them before they strike. Meet Tom. Tom is a 75-year-old man who loves to play tennis, and up until recently, he thought he had a handle on his fitness. But lately, he started noticing that after every game, his legs would cramp up. At first, it was just a minor inconvenience. But soon, the cramps became so severe, they left him limping for days. Tom tried stretching before and after playing, drinking more water, and even using heat pads. Still, the cramps came back, no matter what he did. Frustrated and at his wits' end, Tom decided to visit his doctor. After some tests and discussions about his lifestyle, his doctor explained that the cramps weren't just due to overexertion, they were a sign of a deeper issue, an imbalance in his electrolytes and inadequate hydration. Tom had always thought cramps were just something that happened when you overdid it, but now he realized that the food he ate, or didn't eat, played a bigger role than he could have imagined. His doctor encouraged him to eat foods rich in potassium, magnesium, and calcium to help prevent the cramps from happening again. Tom was skeptical at first. He'd been active all his life and never paid much attention to the role nutrition played in muscle health. But he trusted his doctor and decided to give it a try. Within a week, his cramps became less frequent. Within a month, they were practically non-existent. Tom was finally able to enjoy his tennis games again without worrying about the cramps that used to ruin his play. Tom's story highlights a crucial piece of the puzzle: electrolyte imbalance and hydration are often the real culprits behind leg cramps. Now, let's break this down and look at the science behind leg cramps and why they happen. At the most basic level, muscle cramps occur when a muscle contracts suddenly and cannot relax. This can happen for a variety of reasons, but the most common causes are electrolyte imbalances, dehydration, and muscle fatigue. Here's how each of these factors contributes to cramping. Electrolyte imbalance. Your muscles rely on a balance of electrolytes to function properly. These are electrically charged minerals, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sodium, that help transmit nerve signals to your muscles. When there is a deficiency in any of these electrolytes, it can cause muscles to contract involuntarily, resulting in a cramp. For example, potassium helps muscles relax after contraction. Magnesium regulates the activity of calcium, which helps muscles contract. Calcium is directly involved in muscle contraction. Sodium helps maintain the fluid balance in your body, which is necessary for muscle function. When the levels of these minerals drop, whether through poor diet or excessive loss through sweating or urination, muscles become more susceptible to cramps. Dehydration. Water is critical for every function in the body, including muscle function. When you are dehydrated, your muscles cannot function as efficiently. Dehydration leads to reduced blood flow to the muscles and a higher likelihood of an electrolyte imbalance. Think of water as the fuel that powers the transport system for electrolytes. Without it, things slow down, and cramps are more likely to occur. Muscle fatigue. Muscles get fatigued after being overworked or overstretched, especially if they are not given enough time to recover. When muscles are tired, they become more prone to cramping. If you've been sitting for a long time or standing in one position for hours, your muscles can become stiff and more likely to seize up. The same thing can happen if you suddenly increase physical activity or engage in intense exercise without proper conditioning or hydration. When all of these factors, electrolyte imbalance, dehydration, and muscle fatigue, combine, it creates the perfect storm for leg cramps to strike. The good news is that once you understand these causes, you can take steps to prevent them by addressing these issues through diet, hydration, and smart exercise habits. Now that we understand the science behind why cramps happen, it's time to explore practical ways to fix these problems and prevent cramps from disrupting your life. The great thing is that much of the solution lies in what you eat and how well you hydrate. Here's what you can do. Boost your electrolyte levels. You can prevent electrolyte imbalances by eating a diet rich in the essential minerals that support muscle health. This means foods high in potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Potassium, eat foods like bananas, oranges, sweet potatoes, spinach, and tomatoes. Potassium helps your muscles relax and prevents the overstimulation that leads to cramps. Magnesium, magnesium is vital for muscle function and helps prevent cramping. Foods like almonds, spinach, black beans, and avocados are excellent sources of magnesium. Calcium, dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are rich in calcium, which helps muscles contract and relax. Non-dairy sources include fortified plant-based milk, tofu, and leafy greens. Adding these foods to your diet regularly will help ensure that your muscles have the nutrients they need to perform properly. Stay hydrated. Dehydration is one of the most common causes of leg cramps, but it's easy to combat with a little attention. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day, and don't forget to hydrate more if you're active, especially in hot weather. Watermelon, cucumbers, and celery are excellent hydrating foods that also provide valuable nutrients. Proper muscle care. In addition to diet and hydration, it's important to give your muscles the attention they need. This includes regular stretching, especially if you've been sitting or standing for a long time. Stretching before and after exercise, as well as massaging muscles that feel tight, can help alleviate muscle fatigue and prevent cramps from occurring. By ensuring that your body is well hydrated and well nourished with the right minerals, you can significantly reduce the likelihood of experiencing leg cramps. It might seem overwhelming to think about all the factors that contribute to leg cramps, but the truth is, once you understand the science behind it, it's much easier to take control. You don't need to be a nutritionist or a fitness expert to make simple, effective changes to your diet and lifestyle. By focusing on foods that support muscle health and staying hydrated, you can prevent those painful cramps before they even start. Just like Tom, you too can regain control of your body, stop the cramps, and enjoy life without fear of the next painful spasm. It's all about giving your muscles the right fuel, hydration, and care they need to stay strong and healthy. The power is in your hands. Have you ever thought about the science behind your leg cramps? How can understanding the cause help you take action to prevent them? Imagine sitting in your favorite chair, enjoying a quiet evening, when suddenly, without warning, your leg cramps up. The sharp, stabbing pain shoots through your calf, and you know you're in for a rough few minutes. You try to stretch, but it feels like the muscle is stuck in a vice, refusing to let go. What if you could prevent this from happening? What if the answer to your leg cramps was as simple as the food on your plate? It's true, one powerful mineral, found in many of your favorite foods, could make all the difference in stopping cramps before they even start. Let me introduce you to Linda. Linda, 69, is a retired teacher who loves to spend time in her garden, planting flowers and vegetables. Over the years, however, she had noticed that these peaceful moments were often interrupted by sudden leg cramps. The cramps were becoming so frequent that they even started occurring when she was relaxing on her porch, watching the sunset. Linda tried everything, stretching, massaging, and even over-the-counter creams, but nothing seemed to help. She felt frustrated, especially when the cramps would wake her up in the middle of the night. One evening, her daughter came over for dinner, and as they were chatting, Linda mentioned her persistent leg cramps. Her daughter, who had been reading about nutrition, suggested Linda increase her intake of potassium, as it's known to help with muscle function and prevent cramps. Linda was skeptical. She didn't think that something as simple as eating more potassium-rich foods could be the solution to her problem. But desperate for relief, Linda decided to give it a try. She added more bananas, sweet potatoes, and spinach to her meals. Within just a few days, Linda noticed a difference. The cramps weren't as frequent, and when they did happen, they were less intense. Linda was amazed that something as simple as increasing potassium in her diet had such a profound impact on her leg health. Linda's experience is not an isolated case. Potassium is one of the most important minerals when it comes to muscle function, and it plays a key role in preventing cramps. But how exactly does potassium work, and why is it so important? Potassium is an electrolyte, which means it carries an electrical charge that helps your muscles and nerves communicate properly. This is critical for muscle function. When potassium levels are too low, the muscles can become overexcited, leading to involuntary contractions, or cramps. Here's how it works. Muscle contraction. Potassium helps regulate the balance of fluids inside and outside of your muscle cells. When you have enough potassium, your muscles can contract and relax normally. When potassium levels drop, your muscles are more likely to become overstimulated, leading to painful cramps. Restoring balance. potassium also helps maintain the balance of other electrolytes, like sodium and calcium, which are also important for muscle function. Sodium helps balance the fluid inside and outside of your cells, while calcium is essential for muscle contraction. Without enough potassium, these minerals can become imbalanced, further increasing the chances of cramping. It's not just about preventing cramps, potassium also helps muscles recover from exertion. After exercise, your muscles need potassium to replenish the electrolytes lost through sweat. By eating potassium-rich foods, you can help your muscles recover more quickly and reduce the likelihood of cramps in the future. If you're tired of suffering from cramps, the good news is that increasing your potassium intake is a simple and natural way to help prevent them. You don't need to buy expensive supplements or complicated treatments. Instead, focus on adding potassium-rich foods to your diet. Here's a list of some of the best sources of potassium. Bananas. Bananas are one of the most well-known sources of potassium. Just one medium banana contains about 400 to 450 milligrams of potassium. They're also easy to incorporate into your diet, eat them as a snack, add them to smoothies, or use them in oatmeal or baked goods. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are not only rich in potassium, but they're also packed with fiber and vitamin A. One medium-sized sweet potato contains about 450 milligrams of potassium. You can bake, roast, or mash them for a healthy side dish or even add them to soups. Spinach. Spinach is a powerhouse of potassium, with 1 cup of cooked spinach providing over 800 milligrams of potassium. You can enjoy it in salads, soups, smoothies, or as a cooked side dish. Its versatility makes it an easy addition to almost any meal. Beans. Beans are another fantastic source of potassium. Whether you prefer kidney beans, black beans, or chickpeas, they're all packed with this important mineral. A cup of cooked beans can provide around 600 milligrams of potassium. Add them to salads, stews, or make a hearty bean chili. Avocados. Avocados are not only rich in healthy fats, but they also provide a significant amount of potassium. One avocado contains about 700 milligrams of potassium, which makes it one of the most potassium-dense fruits. You can use them in salads, sandwiches, or as a topping for toast. Oranges. While not as high in potassium as some of the other foods listed, oranges still provide a good amount of potassium, around 200 milligrams per medium orange. They also offer vitamin C and fiber, making them a healthy snack option. By adding just a few of these foods into your daily meals, you can help ensure that your muscles are getting the potassium they need to function properly. And as a bonus, many of these foods are also packed with other important vitamins and minerals that contribute to your overall health. If you've been struggling with leg cramps, it's time to take action. Potassium is your first line of defense, and the good news is that it's not difficult to add more potassium-rich foods to your diet. The next time you reach for a snack or plan your meals, think about how you can incorporate these nutrient-dense foods to give your muscles the support they need. Remember, small changes lead to big results. Just like Linda, you too can experience relief from leg cramps by making simple, sustainable changes to what you eat. Whether it's enjoying a banana with breakfast or adding some spinach to your salad, these foods can help keep those painful leg cramps at bay. You deserve to enjoy your daily activities without the fear of cramps interrupting your day. And with the right foods, you can do just that. Have you tried eating more potassium-rich foods before? What are some of your favorite ways to enjoy these foods, and how could you add more to your diet starting today? It's the middle of the night. You're sound asleep, lost in a peaceful dream, when suddenly a searing pain in your calf jerks you awake. You try to stretch, but the muscle tightens even more. You're stuck in a painful loop. But what if there was another mineral, less talked about but just as important, that could help you finally get the relief you've been longing for? The solution could be magnesium, the unsung hero of muscle health. It might just be the key to preventing those midnight cramps and bringing your legs back to a state of comfort and peace. Meet Sarah, a 72-year-old grandmother who has always been active. She enjoys long walks in the park, taking her grandchildren to the zoo, and gardening in her backyard. But lately, she's been getting these intense leg cramps, especially at night. The cramps would wake her up in the middle of the night, and no matter how much she tried to stretch, they wouldn't go away. Sarah's daughter suggested that Sarah might not be getting enough magnesium, as it's a crucial nutrient for muscle relaxation. At first, Sarah was skeptical. She thought she was doing everything right, eating a balanced diet and staying active. But after a quick chat with her doctor, Sarah learned that magnesium plays a key role in muscle relaxation, and without it, her muscles were more likely to go into spasms. Intrigued, Sarah started incorporating magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, and pumpkin seeds into her meals. Within just a few days, Sarah felt a difference. The cramps were less frequent, and when they did occur, they were much less intense. Sarah was amazed by how something as simple as magnesium could make such a big difference in her life. Now, she can enjoy her walks and garden without worrying about those pesky cramps ruining her day or night. Sarah's experience with magnesium highlights just how important this mineral is for muscle health. But why is magnesium so effective in preventing cramps, and how does it work? Magnesium plays a critical role in the contraction and relaxation of muscles. When you think about muscle cramps, it's important to remember that muscle function is all about balance. Muscles contract, and then they relax. This delicate balance is maintained by electrolytes like potassium, calcium, and magnesium. While potassium helps muscles contract, magnesium is what helps them relax. Without enough magnesium, the contraction phase can be overly stimulated, leading to cramps. Here's how magnesium works within your muscles. Muscle relaxation. Magnesium helps regulate the flow of calcium in and out of muscle cells. Calcium triggers muscle contractions, and magnesium works to reverse this, allowing the muscles to relax. When magnesium levels are too low, your muscles may remain contracted, leading to cramps and discomfort. Electrolyte balance. Magnesium is involved in balancing the other electrolytes, like sodium, potassium, and calcium, to ensure that your muscles function properly. When these electrolytes are out of balance, muscles can become overstimulated, leading to cramping. Reducing inflammation. Magnesium also helps reduce inflammation in the muscles, which can be a contributing factor to muscle cramps, especially after physical activity. By lowering muscle inflammation, magnesium can help your muscles recover more quickly, reducing the chances of cramping. So, how can you get enough magnesium to reap these benefits? The answer lies in your diet. To prevent cramps and improve muscle function, you need to ensure you're getting enough magnesium in your diet. Luckily, there are many delicious foods rich in magnesium that can easily be incorporated into your meals. Here are some of the top sources of magnesium. Spinach. Spinach is one of the richest sources of magnesium, offering about 157 milligrams of magnesium per cup of cooked spinach. Add spinach to your salads, soups, smoothies, or enjoy it sautéed as a side dish to any meal. Almonds. Almonds are not only a great source of magnesium but also packed with healthy fats, fiber, and protein. Just 1 ounce, about 23 almonds, contains 76 milligrams of magnesium. Keep a small bag of almonds in your kitchen for a healthy snack or add them to your oatmeal or salads. Pumpkin seeds. These tiny seeds pack a punch when it comes to magnesium. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds provides a whopping 168 milligrams of magnesium. You can eat them raw, roasted, or even sprinkle them over your yogurt or salads. Black beans. Black beans are a fantastic source of magnesium, with 1 cup of cooked black beans offering 120 milligrams of magnesium. Add them to soups, salads, or make a hearty bean chili. Avocados. Avocados are known for their healthy fats, but they are also rich in magnesium, providing around 58 milligrams per half avocado. You can enjoy them in salads, sandwiches, or simply mashed on toast. Dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate can be a delicious way to boost your magnesium intake. 1 ounce of dark chocolate, 70 to 85% cacao, contains around 64 milligrams of magnesium. Treat yourself to a piece of dark chocolate after dinner for a sweet magnesium boost. Bananas. While bananas are known for being a great source of potassium, they also contain a decent amount of magnesium. A medium-sized banana contains around 32 milligrams of magnesium. Add one to your breakfast or snack on it during the day for a quick energy boost. By adding a variety of these magnesium-rich foods to your diet, you can help ensure your muscles stay relaxed and cramp-free. A balanced diet full of magnesium-rich foods will not only help prevent leg cramps but also support overall muscle and bone health, giving you more energy and strength to carry out your daily activities. Magnesium is a powerhouse mineral that plays a crucial role in muscle relaxation, preventing cramps, and helping your body recover after physical activity. By incorporating more magnesium-rich foods into your daily routine, you can take control of your muscle health and reduce the frequency and intensity of leg cramps. Remember, small changes like adding spinach to your smoothie or snacking on almonds can make a big difference in the long run. Just like Sarah, you too can enjoy a life without the constant fear of leg cramps interrupting your favorite activities. Your muscles will thank you for it, and you'll feel more relaxed, energized, and free. Have you ever tried adding more magnesium-rich foods to your diet? What's your favorite way to enjoy these foods, and how can you incorporate them into your daily routine to help prevent cramps? Picture this: you're in the middle of a peaceful walk through the park when suddenly, without warning, your leg seizes up, the sharp pain shoots through your calf, and you freeze, unable to move. It's not just annoying, but it can be downright scary. You start wondering, why does this keep happening? What if the answer lies in something that's crucial to your bones and muscles, something as simple and accessible as calcium? Calcium isn't just for strong bones, it plays an essential role in muscle function and could be the missing link in preventing those painful cramps. Let me introduce you to Bob, a 68-year-old man who has always been physically active. He enjoys playing golf on weekends and often takes long walks in the morning. But recently, Bob has been struggling with severe leg cramps, especially when he's out walking. At first, he thought it was just because of his age and that he was pushing himself too hard. But as the cramps became more frequent, even after his walks, Bob started to get worried. One day, Bob mentioned his leg cramps to a fellow golfer, who suggested he might not be getting enough calcium in his diet. Bob wasn't convinced at first. After all, he'd always heard about calcium for bone health, but didn't think it could have anything to do with his muscle cramps. However, after doing some research, Bob learned that calcium is essential not only for bone health but also for muscle contraction. Calcium helps your muscles contract, and when there isn't enough of it, your muscles can contract too much, leading to cramps. Bob decided to make a change. He started adding more calcium-rich foods to his meals, like yogurt, cheese, and leafy greens. Within just a couple of weeks, he noticed that the cramps were less frequent, and when they did occur, they were much less intense. Bob was amazed at how something as simple as adjusting his diet could make such a difference. Now, he can walk freely, enjoy his golf game, and sleep soundly without worrying about cramps ruining his day. Bob's story highlights an essential nutrient that plays a key role in preventing leg cramps: calcium. But how exactly does calcium contribute to muscle function, and why is it so important for preventing cramps? Calcium is best known for its role in bone health, but it's also a vital part of the muscle contraction and relaxation process. When a muscle contracts, calcium is released into the muscle cells to trigger the contraction. Once the contraction is complete, calcium is pumped out of the muscle cells to allow the muscle to relax. If your calcium levels are too low, your muscles may not relax properly, leading to cramps and muscle stiffness. Here's how calcium works in your muscles. Muscle contraction and relaxation: calcium is released into the muscle cells when the muscle is stimulated to contract. It binds to proteins within the muscle fibers, which enables the muscle to contract. When the muscle needs to relax, calcium is removed, allowing the muscle fibers to return to their resting state. If there's insufficient calcium, the muscle fibers may remain contracted, causing a cramp. Bone and muscle health: calcium is also crucial for maintaining the health of your bones. Your bones act as a storage site for calcium, and when you don't get enough from your diet, your body pulls calcium from the bones to ensure that muscles can function. Over time, this can weaken bones and increase the risk of fractures and other bone-related issues. When you have adequate calcium levels in your diet, your muscles work more efficiently, and the chances of cramping are greatly reduced. Ensuring you have enough calcium is not just about preventing cramps, it's about supporting your entire musculoskeletal system to stay strong and functional as you age. To reduce leg cramps and support overall muscle health, it's essential to make sure you're getting enough calcium. Luckily, there are plenty of delicious and accessible foods that are high in calcium. Here's a list of some of the best sources. Dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are among the best sources of calcium. For example, 1 cup of milk contains about 300 milligrams of calcium. Yogurt also contains about 200 milligrams of calcium per 6-ounce serving. These foods not only provide calcium but are also a good source of protein, making them a great option for muscle health. Leafy greens. Collard greens, kale, and broccoli are excellent sources of calcium, especially if you're looking for non-dairy options. 1 cup of cooked collard greens contains about 350 milligrams of calcium, while kale offers around 180 milligrams per cup. These greens also provide fiber, antioxidants, and other important nutrients for your overall health. Fortified plant-based milk. If you're lactose intolerant or follow a plant-based diet, many plant-based milks, like almond milk, soy milk, and oat milk, are fortified with calcium. A cup of fortified plant-based milk can provide up to 300 milligrams of calcium, making it a great alternative to dairy. Tofu, especially when made with calcium sulfate, is a great non-dairy source of calcium. A 1/2 cup serving of tofu can contain around 250 milligrams of calcium. It's a versatile food that can be added to soups, salads, stir-fries, or even smoothies. Fish with bones. Sardines and salmon are rich in calcium, especially when consumed with their bones. Just 3 ounces of canned sardines provides around 325 milligrams of calcium. They also offer omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for heart and brain health. Nuts and seeds. Almonds and chia seeds are also good sources of calcium. A 1/4 cup of almonds contains around 90 milligrams of calcium, while 2 tablespoons of chia seeds provide about 180 milligrams. These foods are easy to incorporate into snacks, smoothies, and baking recipes. Adding calcium-rich foods to your diet is an easy way to support your muscles, bones, and overall health. By consuming a variety of these foods regularly, you can help prevent leg cramps, strengthen your bones, and improve your overall muscle function. Calcium is a critical nutrient that supports not only your bones but also your muscle function. By adding more calcium-rich foods to your diet, you can take control of your muscle health and reduce the frequency of leg cramps. Remember, it's not just about avoiding cramps, it's about giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong and healthy as you age. So, just like Bob, you can enjoy the activities you love without worrying about the next cramp. Whether it's adding some cheese to your salad, enjoying a glass of fortified plant milk, or snacking on almonds, these simple dietary changes can make a significant difference in your quality of life. Have you been getting enough calcium in your diet? How can you incorporate more calcium-rich foods into your meals to help prevent cramps and keep your muscles healthy? You've been out all day, enjoying the sunshine, maybe even getting in a little exercise. But as soon as you sit down to relax, bam! A sudden, painful cramp strikes, making you jump out of your chair. What went wrong? Well, the culprit might be simpler than you think. Hydration. Sometimes, the most overlooked part of preventing cramps is the simplest: drinking enough water. It's easy to forget, but staying hydrated is a powerful tool in keeping your muscles happy and free from cramps. What if staying hydrated could be the key to enjoying your day without that sudden, stabbing pain? Let's dive into how hydration affects your muscles and why it's a vital part of the cramp prevention equation. Meet Janet, a 75-year-old woman who loves to go for walks every morning. She's always been active and loves the feeling of the fresh air on her face as she strolls through the neighborhood. However, lately, she noticed something that kept stopping her in her tracks: leg cramps. They didn't just happen during exercise, they'd come on even when she was sitting down to relax, watching TV. At first, Janet tried stretching, but the cramps kept happening. She felt frustrated and couldn't understand why. One day, her son, a nutritionist, asked her how much water she was drinking each day. Janet realized she hadn't been paying much attention to her hydration. She loved coffee and tea but hadn't been drinking enough water. Her son explained that dehydration could lead to muscle cramps, as muscles need proper hydration to function correctly. Janet decided to make a change. She started drinking more water throughout the day, aiming for at least 8 glasses a day. She also added a splash of electrolyte water to her routine, to ensure she was replenishing not only the water but also the minerals her muscles needed. Within a few days, Janet noticed a difference: her cramps were less frequent, and when they did happen, they weren't nearly as painful. Now, Janet walks every morning without fear of cramps, and she always carries a water bottle with her to keep her muscles hydrated. The simple act of staying hydrated has made all the difference in her daily life. So, why does hydration matter so much when it comes to preventing leg cramps? The answer lies in the way water affects muscle function. Your muscles are made up of cells that need water to function properly. Water helps maintain the balance of electrolytes, minerals like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, that are crucial for muscle contractions and relaxation. When you're dehydrated, your muscles lose their ability to contract and relax properly, leading to cramps. Let's take a closer look at how hydration works in your body. Electrolyte balance. Water helps maintain the right balance of electrolytes in your body. When you're dehydrated, the balance of electrolytes is thrown off, which can lead to muscle dysfunction. This can result in cramps because the muscles don't get the signals they need to relax. Muscle function. Water is also essential for transporting nutrients and oxygen to your muscles. When muscles are well hydrated, they function more efficiently. Without enough water, muscle cells become less flexible and more prone to cramping. Improved circulation. Staying hydrated helps maintain good blood circulation. When your muscles are hydrated, blood flow to the muscle tissue is optimal, which helps deliver nutrients and remove waste products that could otherwise contribute to cramping. Cramps and dehydration. Dehydration leads to reduced blood flow to your muscles, causing them to contract and cramp. When you rehydrate, your muscles receive the fluids they need, which can help them relax and prevent cramps from occurring. So, how can you improve your hydration to prevent leg cramps? The first step is to make water a part of your daily routine. Here's how you can ensure you're drinking enough water and keeping your muscles hydrated. 1. Aim for 8 glasses a day. The general recommendation is to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. However, this can vary depending on your activity level, climate, and individual needs. If you're active or live in a hot climate, you may need more water to stay properly hydrated. 2. Infuse your water with electrolytes. Sometimes, plain water isn't enough. If you're struggling with cramps, try adding an electrolyte drink or electrolyte tablets to your water. These help replenish the minerals lost through sweat and support muscle function. 3. Eat hydrating foods. Certain foods have a high water content and can contribute to your hydration needs. For example, cucumbers, tomatoes, watermelon, oranges, and strawberries are all packed with water. These can be a tasty and refreshing way to boost your hydration. 4. Carry a water bottle. Keep a water bottle with you throughout the day, whether you're running errands, gardening, or simply relaxing at home. This makes it easier to take small sips throughout the day and stay hydrated, rather than trying to drink a large amount all at once. 5. Avoid caffeine and alcohol. While coffee, tea, and alcohol are enjoyable in moderation, they can contribute to dehydration. Caffeine and alcohol are diuretics, meaning they increase urine production, which can lead to water loss. Try to balance your intake of these drinks with extra water to offset their dehydrating effects. 6. Listen to your body. pay attention to your body's signals. If you feel thirsty, that's a clear sign that your body needs water. Additionally, if you're experiencing dry mouth, dark urine, or fatigue, it may be a sign that you're dehydrated and need to drink more fluids. By staying hydrated, you can support your muscles, improve circulation, and significantly reduce your risk of leg cramps. Drinking water isn't just important for overall health, it's essential for muscle function, and it can be the game changer in preventing those sudden, painful cramps. Don't let dehydration be the reason behind your leg cramps. Simple, consistent hydration can make a world of difference. By drinking more water, infusing electrolytes into your routine, and eating hydrating foods, you'll give your muscles the support they need to stay relaxed and free from cramps. You deserve to enjoy each moment of your day without worrying about cramps slowing you down. By making hydration a priority, you'll be taking a significant step toward preventing those painful interruptions and feeling more energized and active. How often do you find yourself reaching for a glass of water during the day? What small changes can you make today to start drinking more water and stay hydrated? You've just finished a busy day, maybe you've been on your feet a lot, or perhaps you've been sitting for hours in front of a screen. You finally sit down to relax, and bam, that familiar, sharp pain hits your calf, pulling you out of your comfort zone. Why does this always seem to happen at the worst times? It's the dreaded leg cramp, and it doesn't just hurt, it's disruptive. But what if there was a simple, easy practice you could incorporate into your daily routine that could help prevent these painful moments? It's all about stretching and movement. These simple actions are key to keeping your muscles flexible, reducing tension, and, most importantly, preventing those cramps from sneaking up on you. Let's explore how regular stretching can be your first line of defense. Meet Tom, a 70-year-old retired teacher who spends a lot of his time at home. He loves reading, but lately, he's been dealing with excruciating leg cramps at night. No matter how much he tried to stretch when the cramps hit, they would often return, leaving him restless and uncomfortable. Tom decided to take matters into his own hands and start incorporating stretching into his daily routine. He started with a simple routine, stretching his calves, hamstrings, and quads every morning and evening. He made sure to hold each stretch for at least 30 seconds, focusing on breathing deeply and relaxing into the stretch. Tom also made it a point to get up and walk around every hour during the day, especially when he was sitting for long periods. After just a few weeks of consistent stretching and light movement, Tom began to notice a huge difference. The cramps were much less frequent, and when they did occur, they weren't nearly as intense. The most significant change, however, was the overall sense of relief and flexibility he felt throughout his body. Tom was able to sleep better, move more freely, and he no longer feared those painful nighttime cramps. So, why is stretching and movement so effective at preventing cramps, especially in older adults? The answer lies in muscle function and circulation. Our muscles are like elastic bands, they need to be kept flexible to function optimally. If they become too tight, overstimulated, or fatigued, they are more likely to go into spasms, leading to cramps. Here's how stretching and movement help prevent this. Improving flexibility. Stretching helps to keep muscles long and flexible, preventing them from becoming tight and prone to cramping. Tight muscles, especially in the calves and hamstrings, are more likely to spasm, particularly at night when your muscles are at rest. Stretching helps to keep the muscles supple and less likely to seize up. Increasing blood flow. Stretching encourages better blood circulation to your muscles. When blood flows freely through the muscles, oxygen and nutrients are delivered efficiently, which helps muscles perform their jobs properly. This can help reduce muscle fatigue and cramping. Additionally, movement throughout the day, whether walking, doing light yoga, or simply standing up regularly, helps keep the muscles engaged and healthy. Releasing muscle tension. Prolonged periods of inactivity, like sitting for long hours, can lead to muscle tension and stiffness. Stretching and regular movement reduce this buildup of tension, keeping the muscles relaxed and reducing the risk of cramps. Stretching allows your muscles to lengthen and release any built-up tightness that could contribute to cramps. Preventing fatigue. Sometimes, cramps occur when muscles become overly fatigued or worked too hard. Stretching before and after physical activity can help prevent muscle fatigue by ensuring that the muscles stay limber and aren't pushed too far beyond their limits. Now that we understand why stretching and movement are so important for muscle health, let's talk about how you can incorporate these practices into your daily life to prevent cramps. 1. Start with gentle stretching. It's important to stretch slowly and gently, especially if you're new to stretching or haven't done it in a while. Here's a simple routine to get you started. Calf stretch. Stand facing a wall and place your hands on the wall at shoulder height. Step 1 foot back and press your heel into the ground, feeling a stretch along your calf. Hold for 30 seconds and switch sides. Hamstring stretch. Sit on the floor with one leg extended straight and the other leg bent. Reach for your toes on the extended leg while keeping your back straight. Hold for 30 seconds and switch sides. Quad stretch. Stand up straight and pull one foot toward your glutes, holding your ankle with your hand. Keep your knees close together and push your hips forward to feel a stretch in your thigh. Hold for 30 seconds and switch sides. Hip flexor stretch. Step into a lunge position with one leg forward. Lower your back knee to the floor and gently push your hips forward, feeling a stretch in your hip flexors. Hold for 30 seconds and switch sides. 2. Incorporate movement throughout the day. If you spend long periods sitting, it's crucial to get up and move regularly. Set a timer on your phone or computer to remind you to stand up and walk around for a few minutes every hour. Try incorporating gentle activities like walking, swimming, or light yoga into your daily routine to keep your muscles engaged. 3. Yoga or Tai Chi. Consider adding a gentle yoga or Tai Chi practice to your weekly routine. These exercises focus on improving flexibility, balance, and circulation, all of which can reduce the likelihood of cramps. Plus, they're great for your overall well-being, helping to reduce stress and improve mobility. 4. Hydrate and fuel properly. While stretching and movement are key, remember that hydration and proper nutrition also play a significant role in preventing cramps. Make sure you're drinking enough water, and be mindful of your electrolyte levels by including magnesium, calcium, and potassium-rich foods in your diet. 5. Warm up and cool down. Before engaging in any physical activity, take a few minutes to warm up with some gentle stretching to prepare your muscles. Afterward, always cool down with more stretching to help your muscles relax and recover. This can help prevent cramps after exercise. By incorporating stretching and movement into your daily routine, you're giving your muscles the best chance to stay flexible, relaxed, and cramp-free. It doesn't have to be complicated, just a few minutes of gentle stretching and light movement throughout the day can make a huge difference. And the best part? These habits not only help prevent cramps but also improve your overall mobility, balance, and energy levels, making it easier to enjoy life to the fullest. Don't let cramps hold you back. Start moving, stretching, and feeling the difference in your muscles. With consistent effort, you'll notice a reduction in cramps and an increase in your overall well-being. How often do you take time to stretch or move throughout the day? What simple changes can you make to incorporate more movement into your daily routine and keep your muscles healthy? It's the middle of the night, and you're sleeping soundly, when suddenly, a stabbing pain jolts you awake. Your leg cramps up, and you're forced to get out of bed and walk it off. It's frustrating, especially when you were hoping for a restful night of sleep. But what if your sleep habits could actually play a key role in preventing those middle-of-the-night cramps? Could the way you rest be just as important as stretching, hydration, and diet when it comes to keeping your muscles relaxed and free from spasms? The truth is, sleep and rest are essential for muscle recovery, and improving the quality of your sleep could help you avoid waking up with painful leg cramps. Let's take a closer look at how the right sleep habits can give your muscles the recovery they need. Meet Linda, a 72-year-old woman who loves gardening and walking around her neighborhood, but she's always had trouble with leg cramps, especially at night. No matter how much she stretched during the day, she couldn't seem to escape the cramps that hit every few nights, interrupting her sleep. Linda had tried everything. hydration, stretching, and even adjusting her diet, but the cramps still kept coming. One evening, she spoke with her physical therapist, who suggested she consider her sleep habits. Linda was surprised. She thought sleep was just for resting, not something that could impact cramps. But her therapist explained that muscles need proper rest to recover and rebuild after being used throughout the day. If you're not sleeping deeply, your muscles don't get the chance to repair properly, which can lead to cramps and discomfort at night. Linda took this advice to heart and decided to improve her sleep routine. She started by setting a consistent bedtime and waking up at the same time every day to regulate her sleep cycle. She also created a calm bedtime ritual, turning off electronics, dimming the lights, and reading a book before bed. She even adjusted her pillow and mattress to ensure she was sleeping in a position that supported her muscles. Over time, Linda found that her leg cramps became less frequent, and when they did occur, they weren't nearly as painful. Her improved sleep habits were helping her muscles recover more effectively, and she was finally able to sleep through the night without waking up in pain. Sleep is crucial for muscle health, but how does it actually help prevent cramps? Here's how. Muscle repair and recovery. During sleep, your body enters a phase of muscle repair and recovery. When you sleep deeply, your muscles get a chance to repair the tiny tears and strains that occur throughout the day. This process helps your muscles rebuild and recover, preventing fatigue and stiffness that can lead to cramps. Increased blood flow. Good sleep promotes better circulation, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles. When blood flow is optimal, your muscles are better nourished, and waste products are removed more effectively. This helps muscles function properly, reducing the likelihood of cramps. Hormonal balance. Sleep also plays a key role in balancing hormones that regulate muscle function, including cortisol, a stress hormone. Chronic stress can cause muscles to tighten and become more prone to spasms. Adequate sleep helps keep stress hormones in check, promoting muscle relaxation and reducing the risk of cramps. Nervous system health. Sleep is essential for nervous system health, which controls muscle movement. The nervous system is responsible for sending the signals to your muscles that tell them when to contract and relax. A lack of sleep can impair nervous system function, leading to muscle tension, spasms, and cramps. Now that we understand the importance of sleep for muscle health, let's explore how you can improve your sleep habits to prevent leg cramps and support muscle recovery. 1. Set a consistent sleep schedule. One of the most important steps to improving your sleep is to establish a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your internal clock, making it easier for you to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. Try to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, as this is the optimal amount of rest for most adults. 2. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Preparing your body for sleep can make a huge difference in the quality of your rest. About an hour before bed, start winding down by turning off electronic devices, such as phones, tablets, and computers, that can interfere with your sleep. Instead, engage in relaxing activities like reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing some light stretching or meditation to calm your body and mind. 3. Optimize your sleep environment. Your bedroom environment plays a significant role in how well you sleep. Keep your room dark, quiet, and cool to promote better sleep quality. You might also want to experiment with different pillows or mattresses to ensure that your body is supported in a way that reduces muscle tension. A good pillow that keeps your neck and spine aligned can help prevent cramps in your legs and elsewhere in your body. 4. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals before bed. Avoid consuming caffeine or heavy meals close to bedtime. Both can disrupt your sleep and prevent you from entering deep, restorative sleep stages. Caffeine can stay in your system for hours, so it's best to avoid it in the afternoon or evening. Similarly, large meals can lead to discomfort and indigestion, which may keep you awake. 5. Stretch before bed. Incorporating gentle stretching into your evening routine can help prepare your muscles for sleep. Stretching your calves, hamstrings, and quadriceps before bed can release any tension in your muscles and help them relax, reducing the risk of cramps when you're sleeping. Just make sure not to overdo it, gentle stretches are all you need. 6. Elevate your legs. Elevating your legs before bed can improve circulation and reduce the chances of cramps during the night. Try lying on your back with a pillow under your legs or placing your legs up against a wall for a few minutes before going to sleep. This helps to reduce fluid buildup in your lower legs and supports better blood flow to your muscles. 7. Stay hydrated. Good hydration isn't just important during the day, it's crucial for good sleep too. Make sure you're drinking enough water during the day, but try to limit large amounts of fluids right before bed to avoid waking up for bathroom trips during the night. A consistent hydration routine will help support your muscles' recovery during sleep. Improving your sleep habits can be a game changer when it comes to preventing leg cramps. When you prioritize restful, restorative sleep, you're giving your muscles the best chance to recover, repair, and relax. The simple changes, like setting a consistent bedtime, creating a calming bedtime routine, and optimizing your sleep environment, can lead to better nights and less cramping. Imagine waking up in the morning feeling refreshed, your muscles relaxed, and your body ready for the day. With better sleep, you can reduce muscle tension, improve circulation, and finally say goodbye to those painful, unwanted leg cramps. How often do you prioritize quality sleep in your routine? What small changes can you make tonight to improve your sleep environment and help your muscles recover? It's been a long, stressful day. Between family responsibilities, work, and personal worries, you finally sit down to relax, but your muscles feel tight and stiff. You try to unwind, but the tension in your body feels almost unshakable. And then, just as you think you might finally get some peace, a painful leg cramp strikes, throwing off your moment of calm. Could the stress you're carrying be contributing to those cramps? It turns out that stress doesn't just affect your mind, it impacts your body too. When your mind is stressed, your muscles are tense, and that tension can increase your risk of cramps. What if there was a way to break this cycle by managing your stress? Let's explore how reducing stress can help keep your muscles relaxed and cramp-free. Meet Frank, a 68-year-old accountant who's always been great at his job, but the stress of deadlines, financial worries, and the constant pressure to perform were starting to take a toll on him. Lately, Frank noticed that he'd been experiencing more and more leg cramps, particularly in the evening after a long day at work. He'd get home, sit down to relax, and then, bam! His calf would seize up, leaving him in agony. Frank couldn't figure out what was causing these cramps, but he started to wonder if stress was playing a role. One evening, he decided to try something different. He sat down with his wife and tried a relaxation technique they'd heard about, deep breathing. At first, Frank was skeptical, but as he focused on his breath and took deep, slow inhales and exhales, he started to feel a sense of calm wash over him. He noticed that his muscles, which had been tight all day, began to loosen. For the first time in ages, Frank felt the tension in his body start to melt away. Curious, Frank decided to incorporate more relaxation practices into his routine. He added a few minutes of deep breathing exercises each morning, took short walks during his breaks at work to relieve stress, and practiced mindful stretching at the end of the day. After a few weeks, Frank began to notice a dramatic difference. The leg cramps that had once plagued him were becoming less frequent, and his overall stress level was lower. Frank's muscles were no longer constantly tight from stress, and his body was starting to feel more relaxed. Stress is a natural response to life's challenges, but when it's chronic or unmanaged, it can have a negative impact on your body, including increasing your risk of leg cramps. Here's how stress affects your muscles. Muscle tension. When you're stressed, your body's natural response is to tense up. This is known as the fight or flight response. Your muscles become rigid as they prepare for action. However, when stress becomes chronic, your muscles remain in a state of tension, which increases the likelihood of cramps. This is particularly true in muscles like your calves, which are heavily involved in movement and prone to tightness. Cortisol and muscle function. stress causes your body to release cortisol, a hormone that helps you manage immediate threats. While cortisol is helpful in the short term, high levels of this stress hormone over time can interfere with muscle function. It can lead to muscle weakness, stiffness, and discomfort, which increases the likelihood of cramps. Nervous system overload. Chronic stress also puts a strain on your nervous system. This can lead to overactive nerve signals, which can cause muscles to contract involuntarily, resulting in cramps. When you're stressed, your nervous system remains on high alert, and the signals that control muscle movement become heightened, leading to spasms. Breathing and oxygen flow. When you're stressed, your breathing tends to become shallow and quick, which can limit the amount of oxygen your muscles receive. Less oxygen means your muscles aren't getting the nutrients they need to stay relaxed and function properly, which increases the chances of cramps. Slow, deep breathing helps promote oxygen flow and signals the body to relax, reducing muscle tension. Now that we understand the connection between stress and muscle cramps, let's explore how we can manage stress and reduce the tension that contributes to cramps. 1. Practice deep breathing. Deep breathing is a simple and effective way to reduce stress and relax your muscles. When you practice deep breathing, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system, which helps lower your stress levels and promote relaxation. Try this simple exercise. Sit in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for 4 counts. Slowly exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat for 5 to 10 minutes, focusing on the sensation of your breath and letting go of any tension in your body. 2. Incorporate mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for stress management. These practices help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. They also help activate the relaxation response in your body, reducing muscle tension and promoting a calm, centered mind. Try starting with just 5 to 10 minutes a day of guided meditation or mindfulness practice to improve your mental and physical well-being. 3. Engage in physical activity. Physical activity is one of the best ways to relieve stress and prevent cramps. Exercise helps to release endorphins, the feel-good hormones, which counteract the negative effects of stress. Low-impact activities like walking, swimming, yoga, or Tai Chi are excellent options for reducing muscle tension while being gentle on your body. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week. 4. Stretching and yoga. Stretching can be incredibly effective for releasing muscle tension caused by stress. Incorporating yoga into your daily routine can be particularly beneficial, as it combines stretching, breathing, and mindfulness. Poses like downward dog, child's pose, and legs up the wall can help relax your muscles and reduce the buildup of tension. Aim to stretch or practice yoga for 15 to 30 minutes a few times a week to keep your muscles flexible and relaxed. 5. Set boundaries and manage your time. Sometimes stress comes from feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities. Setting clear boundaries and learning to manage your time effectively can reduce stress and help prevent the buildup of tension in your body. Prioritize your tasks, break them down into manageable chunks, and give yourself permission to say no when necessary. Taking regular breaks and avoiding overscheduling yourself will allow you to recharge and reduce overall stress levels. 6. Sleep and relaxation. Adequate sleep is crucial for managing stress. When you don't get enough rest, your body is less equipped to handle stress, leading to increased muscle tension. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, and create a calming bedtime routine to help you unwind. This can include activities like reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing relaxation techniques. Stress is a part of life, but it doesn't have to control you, or your muscles. By managing your stress through simple practices like deep breathing, physical activity, mindfulness, and setting healthy boundaries, you can reduce muscle tension and keep leg cramps at bay. Your muscles will thank you for it, and you'll feel more relaxed, energized, and in control of your body. It's time to take action and reduce the stress in your life, one deep breath at a time. By implementing these stress-reducing techniques, you can create a calmer, more peaceful existence where leg cramps are no longer a regular disruptor. You deserve to feel relaxed and free from the constant tension that cramps bring. What stress relief techniques have you tried before, and how did they make you feel? Which of these strategies would you be willing to try to reduce tension and prevent cramps? Hit subscribe and leave a comment with where you're watching from. This story might just spark a new beginning. What's one thing that always pushes you forward, even when things get tough? It's easy to brush off leg cramps as a simple inconvenience, especially when they come and go. But what if these cramps are trying to tell you something more? As we get older, our bodies experience changes that may not always be immediately obvious. When cramps become frequent, it's not just a matter of stretching more or drinking more water, it could be a signal that something deeper is at play. Could a visit to your doctor be the missing link in solving your leg cramps? Many people find relief when they take a proactive approach to their health, seeking professional advice and addressing underlying issues early on. What if a simple checkup could prevent years of frustration and discomfort? Let's dive into how regular checkups and medical guidance can help you stay ahead of leg cramps and keep your body in optimal shape. Meet Mary, a 74-year-old woman who had been experiencing leg cramps for as long as she could remember. Every night, without fail, she'd wake up in excruciating pain. At first, she thought it was just a natural part of aging. She tried everything, changing her diet, stretching before bed, drinking more water, but the cramps kept coming. Frustrated and exhausted, she almost accepted cramps as a permanent part of her life. However, during her annual checkup with her primary care physician, Dr. Wilson, she mentioned her ongoing problem. Dr. Wilson listened attentively and decided to run a few tests. The results revealed that Mary had a mild magnesium deficiency, which could be contributing to her frequent leg cramps. She also discovered that her circulation was slightly compromised due to her sedentary lifestyle. Dr. Wilson recommended a few changes. She began taking a magnesium supplement, started walking more regularly, and included leg exercises in her daily routine. Within just a few weeks, Mary noticed a significant reduction in the severity and frequency of her cramps. She was shocked at how something as simple as a checkup and a few targeted interventions made such a big difference. What started as an occasional nuisance was now something she could manage with confidence, all thanks to taking a proactive approach to her health. While many leg cramps are a result of lifestyle factors like dehydration or muscle fatigue, some cramps can signal underlying health conditions that need attention. Here's how regular checkups and medical advice can help you pinpoint the cause of frequent cramps and prevent further issues. Nutrient deficiencies, a lack of essential nutrients, such as magnesium, potassium, or calcium, can lead to muscle cramps. These minerals are critical for muscle function, and imbalances can cause muscle spasms. A blood test can help identify any deficiencies, allowing your doctor to recommend supplements or dietary changes to restore balance. Circulatory issues, poor circulation, which can be caused by conditions like peripheral artery disease, PAD, or varicose veins, is another potential cause of leg cramps. When blood flow to the muscles is restricted, it can lead to cramping and discomfort. A visit to your doctor can help diagnose these conditions, and early intervention can prevent more serious complications down the line. Medications and side effects. Some medications, such as diuretics or statins, can contribute to muscle cramps as a side effect. If you're on any long-term medications, your doctor can assess whether they might be contributing to your cramps and explore alternatives or adjustments. Chronic health conditions, health issues like diabetes, kidney disease, or hypothyroidism can also increase the likelihood of leg cramps. Regular checkups allow your doctor to monitor these conditions and make adjustments to treatment plans to minimize cramping and other associated symptoms. Electrolyte imbalances. Electrolytes, such as sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, are essential for muscle function. An imbalance in these minerals can make cramps more likely. Blood tests can help identify any issues, and adjustments in your diet or the addition of supplements can restore balance and reduce cramping. Neurological factors. in some cases, leg cramps may be linked to issues with the nervous system, such as nerve compression or neuropathy. These issues can disrupt the signals between your brain and muscles, leading to cramps. A doctor can perform specific tests to identify these conditions and recommend appropriate treatments, such as physical therapy or medications. Now that we understand the potential medical causes behind leg cramps, let's look at the steps you can take to ensure you're addressing them with the help of your healthcare provider. 1. Schedule regular checkups. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to prevent and manage leg cramps is by scheduling regular checkups with your doctor. Annual visits provide an opportunity to discuss any health concerns, including persistent cramps. Your doctor can conduct blood tests, check your circulation, and assess your overall health to identify any underlying conditions contributing to your cramps. Early detection of issues like nutrient deficiencies, poor circulation, or chronic health conditions can help you address the problem before it worsens. 2. Discuss your medications. If you're taking medications, be sure to discuss them with your doctor, especially if you notice any side effects such as muscle cramps. Certain medications may be contributing to your cramps, and your doctor may be able to adjust your prescription or recommend alternatives that don't have the same effect on your muscles. 3. Ask for nutrient testing. If you've tried improving your diet and hydration without success, it might be time to ask for a blood test to check for nutrient deficiencies. A magnesium, calcium, or potassium deficiency could be a contributing factor to your cramps. If necessary, your doctor can recommend dietary changes or supplements to address the imbalance. 4. Seek treatment for circulatory issues. If your doctor suspects circulation issues, such as varicose veins or peripheral artery disease, they may recommend tests like an ultrasound or ankle brachial index test. Treatment options may include lifestyle changes, like more walking and exercise, compression stockings, or in more severe cases, medical procedures to improve blood flow. Managing circulation is key to reducing cramps related to poor blood flow. 5. Take action on chronic conditions. If you have a chronic condition such as diabetes, hypothyroidism, or kidney disease, make sure you're following your doctor's advice for managing your condition. These conditions can affect your muscle function and increase cramping, but by staying on top of your treatment plan, you can minimize their impact on your muscles. 6. Physical therapy or exercises. In some cases, your doctor may recommend physical therapy or targeted exercises to help prevent muscle cramps. Stretching, strengthening, and mobility exercises can help improve muscle flexibility and reduce cramping. Your doctor or physical therapist can guide you through a personalized exercise plan that addresses your specific needs. Taking a proactive approach to your health can have a profound impact on reducing and preventing leg cramps. By scheduling regular checkups, discussing your medications, and seeking professional advice when cramps become persistent, you're empowering yourself to take control of your body and your well-being. Health is a journey, and with the right medical guidance, you can ensure that your muscles remain relaxed and pain-free. It's time to prioritize your health and take those proactive steps toward reducing cramps once and for all. Regular checkups might seem like a small task, but they can lead to big improvements in how you feel every day. Have you ever consulted with your doctor about your leg cramps? What steps will you take after reading this chapter to proactively manage your health and prevent future cramps? It's a familiar story. You've had a long day, and as soon as you settle in for the night, your legs begin to ache. A sudden cramp seizes your calf, and you're forced to spring into action, trying to stretch it out. But have you ever stopped to wonder if there's a deeper connection between your mind and those painful muscle spasms? What if your mind had the power to stop cramps before they even start? Imagine being able to control your body's response to stress, muscle tension, and discomfort with just your thoughts. It may sound like something out of a self-help book, but research shows that using mind-body connection techniques can be a game-changer for managing and even preventing leg cramps. Let's explore how relaxation practices like progressive muscle relaxation and biofeedback can help you take control of your muscles and reduce cramping. Meet Tom, a 72-year-old retired teacher who's enjoyed a fulfilling life but has recently been struggling with frequent leg cramps. They often strike when he's winding down in the evening, sometimes waking him in the middle of the night. He's tried increasing his water intake, stretching more, and adjusting his diet, but the cramps persist. One evening, his daughter suggested trying something new, a technique called progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. Tom had heard of it but hadn't given it much thought. Skeptical but open-minded, he decided to give it a try. Tom found a quiet corner in his home, reclined in his favorite chair, and closed his eyes. He began by tensing the muscles in his feet and holding the tension for 5 seconds before releasing it. He slowly worked his way up his body, feet, calves, thighs, abdomen, arms, and finally his face. Each time, he focused on the contrast between tension and relaxation. By the end of the session, he felt surprisingly calm. His legs, which had felt tense all day, were finally relaxed. He didn't know it yet, but that moment of relaxation was helping to reset his body's response to stress and muscle tension. Over the next few weeks, Tom made progressive muscle relaxation a nightly ritual. His cramps became less frequent, and when they did occur, they were less intense. Not only did his leg cramps decrease, but Tom also began sleeping better, feeling more relaxed during the day, and experiencing less overall tension in his body. What seemed like a simple, almost too easy technique had made a world of difference. Tom realized that relaxation wasn't just about avoiding stress, it was about intentionally reconnecting his mind to his body, teaching it how to relax and release tension before cramps even had a chance to form. The connection between mind and body is powerful, especially when it comes to managing physical issues like leg cramps. Stress and anxiety can cause your muscles to remain in a constant state of tension, which increases the likelihood of cramping. The good news is that there are techniques, such as progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, and biofeedback, that can help you take control of your body's stress response and reduce muscle spasms. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR is a relaxation technique where you systematically tense and then relax different muscle groups throughout your body. The idea is that by intentionally creating tension and then releasing it, you can teach your body how to let go of stress and reduce overall muscle tension. This can be particularly effective for those suffering from muscle cramps because it helps reset the nervous system, promoting relaxation. Biofeedback is a technique that teaches you to control physiological functions by observing real-time data from your body. For example, a biofeedback device might measure muscle tension, heart rate, or skin temperature. By learning how to control these functions, you can decrease muscle tension and manage cramps. Biofeedback can be especially useful for people who experience stress-related cramps, as it helps them become more aware of when they're tensing up and gives them tools to relax. How stress affects muscles. Chronic stress triggers your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response, which leads to muscle tightness and tension. This is a survival mechanism designed to prepare you for action, but when it's activated too frequently or for prolonged periods, it can lead to muscle fatigue, spasms, and cramps. By activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest response, relaxation techniques help shift your body out of fight or flight mode, reducing tension and preventing cramps. Mindfulness and muscle relaxation. Mindfulness practices are another way to use the mind-body connection to relax your muscles. By focusing on the present moment and gently observing the sensations in your body, you can bring awareness to areas of tension and encourage them to relax. This can help lower stress levels and prevent cramps from occurring in the first place. Now that we understand the science behind relaxation and the mind-body connection, let's explore some practical ways to incorporate these techniques into your life to reduce leg cramps. 1. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. PMR is simple, effective, and can be done anywhere. To start, find a comfortable position and begin by tensing the muscles in your feet and calves. Hold the tension for 5 to 10 seconds, focusing on the sensation of tightness. Then, slowly release and focus on the feeling of relaxation. Work your way up your body, calves, thighs, abdomen, arms, neck, and face. By doing this regularly, you'll teach your body to recognize when it's holding unnecessary tension and how to let go of it. Start with 5 to 10 minutes a day, and increase the duration as you feel more comfortable. 2. Deep breathing exercises. Deep breathing is another powerful way to trigger the relaxation response in your body. Try diaphragmatic breathing, where you breathe deeply into your diaphragm, the area just below your ribs, rather than shallowly into your chest. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale slowly for a count of 6. Repeat for several minutes. This will help calm your nervous system and reduce muscle tension that could lead to cramps. 3. Mindfulness and body awareness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you can become more aware of the tension in your body and consciously choose to release it. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on the sensations in your legs, pay attention to areas of tightness and consciously let go of that tension. This simple practice can help reduce stress and muscle spasms over time. 4. Biofeedback. If you have access to a biofeedback device, which many clinics and health centers offer, this can be an excellent tool for learning to manage muscle tension. By seeing real-time data on your muscle activity, you'll become more aware of when your muscles are tense and learn how to relax them. Biofeedback is especially helpful for individuals who experience stress-induced cramps, as it provides direct feedback and a clear way to control muscle tension. 5. Mindful stretching. Incorporating mindful stretching into your daily routine is another way to connect the mind and body. Try gentle stretches that target your calves, hamstrings, and thighs, focusing on how your body feels as you stretch. Don't rush through it, take your time and notice the sensations in your muscles. Stretching while practicing deep breathing can further enhance relaxation and help prevent cramps from forming. By using relaxation techniques like progressive muscle relaxation, deep breathing, and mindfulness, you can take control of your body's response to stress and reduce muscle tension that often leads to leg cramps. You don't need to suffer through cramps or just accept them as a part of life. Your mind has the power to help your body relax, reset, and release tension before those painful spasms even occur. Now is the time to start practicing these techniques and empower yourself to take control of your health. By incorporating these practices into your routine, you'll not only reduce cramps but also enhance your overall sense of well-being. How do you currently manage stress and tension in your body? Do you think incorporating relaxation techniques like PMR or deep breathing could help with your leg cramps? Imagine this: you're enjoying a walk through the park, breathing in the fresh air, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a sharp cramp hits your calf. You freeze, the pain radiating through your leg, and you wonder, what did I do wrong this time? The answer might be simpler than you think: you might just be dehydrated. It's easy to forget that something as simple as drinking enough water can play a huge role in preventing leg cramps. But the truth is, dehydration is one of the leading causes of muscle cramps, and for seniors, staying hydrated is more important than ever. So, what if you could prevent those painful cramps just by keeping your body properly hydrated? Let's dive into how hydration can be your secret weapon in the battle against leg cramps. Meet Helen, a 68-year-old grandmother who loves spending time in her garden. She's always been active, pulling weeds, planting flowers, and enjoying the sunshine. But recently, she began noticing that after a few hours of gardening, she would get debilitating cramps in her legs. The cramps would come on suddenly, leaving her unable to move or stand. It became a frustrating cycle. Gardening in the morning, cramps in the afternoon, and then days of recovery before she could get back to it. One day, Helen mentioned her cramps to her son, who had heard that dehydration could be a contributing factor to leg cramps. He suggested she start tracking how much water she drank each day. Helen wasn't a big water drinker, preferring her coffee in the mornings and only sipping water sporadically throughout the day. After researching the topic, Helen learned that dehydration can cause muscles to contract and cramp more easily, especially in hot weather or after physical exertion. Determined to give it a try, Helen committed to drinking more water each day. She set a reminder on her phone to drink a glass of water every 2 hours. Within a few days, she noticed a remarkable difference. The cramps that once plagued her during and after gardening started to decrease in frequency and intensity. Helen was shocked. Something as simple as drinking more water had made such a big difference. She could now enjoy her gardening without the fear of cramping. Helen's story is a powerful reminder of how something as simple as hydration can have a profound impact on your physical health, especially when it comes to preventing leg cramps. Dehydration is a common yet often overlooked cause of muscle cramps. When your body is dehydrated, your muscles don't function as efficiently, making them more prone to cramping. Here's how hydration directly affects muscle function and can help prevent leg cramps. Electrolyte balance. Water isn't just about staying hydrated, it's also about maintaining a proper balance of electrolytes, such as sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, in your body. These electrolytes are essential for muscle function and help regulate muscle contractions. When you're dehydrated, your electrolyte levels can drop, leading to muscle spasms and cramps. Drinking water, especially with added electrolytes, helps keep this balance intact. Muscle function. Water is a key component in muscle cells, and dehydration can affect the cell's ability to contract and relax properly. When you're dehydrated, the muscles in your legs are less able to recover from physical exertion, making them more susceptible to cramps. Proper hydration ensures your muscles are able to work efficiently, reducing the likelihood of cramping. Blood circulation. Hydration also plays a role in maintaining proper blood circulation. When you're dehydrated, your blood volume decreases, which can impair circulation and oxygen delivery to muscles. Poor circulation can lead to muscle fatigue and cramps. Staying hydrated ensures that your blood flows properly, allowing your muscles to receive the nutrients and oxygen they need to function properly. Temperature regulation. Dehydration also affects your body's ability to regulate temperature. When you're not properly hydrated, your body can overheat more easily, leading to muscle fatigue and cramps. This is especially true in warmer weather, when dehydration can occur more quickly. Drinking water helps your body maintain its normal temperature, preventing overheating and the resulting muscle spasms. Preventing cramping in seniors. As we age, our bodies naturally lose some of their ability to retain water, making seniors more vulnerable to dehydration and cramps. In fact, dehydration can cause more serious complications in older adults, including confusion, dizziness, and fainting. This makes it even more critical for seniors to stay properly hydrated throughout the day. So, how can you ensure you're drinking enough water to prevent those painful leg cramps? Here are a few simple steps to help you stay on top of your hydration. 1. Track your water intake. Many people don't realize how little water they actually drink. A simple way to track your intake is by using a water bottle with measurements or a hydration app on your phone. Aim for at least 8 cups, 64 ounces of water a day, but keep in mind that seniors may need more, especially in hot weather or after physical activity. 2. Set reminders to drink. It can be easy to forget to drink water throughout the day, especially if you're busy or don't feel thirsty. Set reminders on your phone or have a friend or family member remind you to drink. If you're someone who tends to forget, try setting an alarm every 2 to 3 hours as a prompt to take a sip. 3. Add electrolytes. If you're prone to frequent cramps, it may help to add electrolytes to your water. You can find electrolyte powders or sports drinks with added sodium, potassium, and magnesium to help replenish your body's mineral levels. These can be especially helpful after exercise or in hot weather, as they help maintain the electrolyte balance necessary for muscle function. 4. Drink before, during, and after physical activity. If you plan to be active, like walking or gardening, make sure to drink water beforehand, during, and after your activity. This ensures that you stay hydrated and helps prevent cramping during or after physical exertion. 5. Eat water-rich foods. In addition to drinking water, you can stay hydrated by eating water-rich foods such as cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and strawberries. These foods are not only hydrating but also packed with essential vitamins and minerals that support overall muscle health. 6. Pay attention to your body. Listen to your body's signals. If you're feeling thirsty, dizzy, or fatigued, these could be signs of dehydration. Make sure to take breaks, sip water regularly, and pay attention to how your body responds to increased hydration. Hydration is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to prevent leg cramps. By making sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day, adding electrolytes when needed, and paying attention to your body's needs, you can significantly reduce the frequency and severity of cramps. Remember, it's not just about the amount of water you drink, but also how well your body maintains its balance of fluids and minerals. You have the power to make hydration a priority and give your muscles the best chance at staying relaxed and cramp-free. Start today by making small changes, like setting reminders to drink more water and adding some electrolyte-rich drinks to your routine. With these simple steps, you can experience fewer cramps, better circulation, and overall improved health. How much water do you drink on a typical day? Have you noticed a difference in your cramps or overall well-being when you stay properly hydrated? Picture this: you're in the middle of your evening walk, enjoying the gentle breeze, when suddenly, without warning, a cramp hits your calf. You try to stretch it out, but the pain is intense. You wonder, why does this always happen when I least expect it? Leg cramps can be unpredictable and downright debilitating, but what if a regular stretching routine could be the key to keeping them at bay? Stretching is not just about flexibility, it's about preparing your muscles to perform at their best. By incorporating targeted stretches into your daily routine, you can reduce the frequency and intensity of cramps, and keep your legs feeling strong and flexible. Let's dive into how simple stretches can be your secret weapon for lasting relief. Meet Dave, a 75-year-old retired firefighter who has always enjoyed staying active. Whether it's working in the yard, walking his dog, or going for a swim, Dave has always kept his muscles moving. However, over the past few years, Dave began experiencing more frequent leg cramps, especially in his calves. They would often strike in the middle of the night, causing him to wake up in excruciating pain. Dave knew he had to do something about it, but what? One day, his daughter, a physical therapist, suggested he start incorporating some simple leg stretches into his routine. At first, Dave was skeptical. He'd always stretched occasionally, but never regularly. How could something so simple help, he wondered. But his daughter assured him that stretching was one of the most effective ways to prevent cramps, especially in older adults. Intrigued, Dave decided to give it a shot. He started stretching his calves, hamstrings, and thighs each morning and evening. To his surprise, within just a week, the frequency of his cramps started to drop. Not only did he experience fewer cramps, but he also noticed that his muscles felt looser and more relaxed throughout the day. What seemed like a small change had made a world of difference. So, why does stretching work so well when it comes to preventing leg cramps? Let's break it down. Stretching and muscle lengthening. When your muscles are tight or shortened, they're more prone to cramping. Stretching helps lengthen the muscle fibers, improving flexibility and reducing the chances of them seizing up unexpectedly. When you stretch your calves, hamstrings, and quadriceps, you're giving your muscles more room to move and reducing the likelihood of cramping. Increased blood flow. Stretching increases blood flow to your muscles. When blood circulates more freely, your muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay healthy and strong. Poor circulation can contribute to muscle cramps, so keeping the blood flowing is essential in preventing them. Trigger points and tightness. Sometimes, cramps are triggered by tight areas in the muscles known as trigger points. These are spots in the muscle that are overly tight and sensitive. Stretching helps release these trigger points, allowing the muscle to return to its normal, relaxed state. Regular stretching can prevent trigger points from developing and minimize the chances of cramps. Muscle memory and flexibility. When you stretch consistently, you're training your muscles to stay flexible and less likely to tighten up. Over time, your muscles remember how to stay relaxed and elongated, making cramps less likely to occur in the future. Just like any other skill, flexibility improves with practice, and stretching is the key to building muscle memory that reduces cramping. Nervous system and muscle relaxation. Stretching doesn't just affect the muscles, it also has a calming effect on your nervous system. Your muscles are controlled by signals from your brain, and when your muscles are tight, your nervous system sends signals to contract them even more. Stretching helps to calm these signals, allowing your muscles to relax. This can be especially helpful for those who experience nocturnal leg cramps or cramps triggered by stress. Now that we understand the science behind stretching, let's explore some simple stretches that can help prevent leg cramps. Incorporate these stretches into your routine, and you may notice fewer cramps and more comfortable, flexible muscles. 1. Calf stretch. The calves are one of the most common areas for cramps, so it's essential to stretch them regularly. To do a calf stretch. Stand facing a wall with your hands pressed against it. Step 1 foot back, keeping your heel on the ground and your knee straight. Lean into the wall, bending the front knee, until you feel a stretch in your back calf. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. 2. Hamstring stretch. Tight hamstrings can contribute to leg cramps, especially if you've been sitting for long periods. To stretch your hamstrings. Sit on the floor with one leg extended straight and the other bent, foot flat on the floor. Reach forward with both hands toward the toes of the extended leg, keeping your back straight. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch legs. 3. Quadricep stretch. Tight quadriceps can also contribute to cramps, especially when they become overworked. To stretch your quads. Stand upright and grab your ankle behind you, pulling it toward your glutes. Keep your knees close together and your hips forward to feel the stretch in the front of your thigh. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. 4. Seated forward bend. This stretch works your hamstrings, calves, and lower back. To do it. Sit on the floor with your legs straight out in front of you. Slowly hinge forward at the hips, reaching toward your feet. Keep your back straight as you reach for your toes, feeling a stretch along the backs of your legs. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. 5. Standing forward bend. This is another great stretch for your hamstrings and calves, but it also targets your lower back. To do this. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Slowly bend forward at the waist, allowing your upper body to hang toward the ground. Let your head and neck relax, and feel the stretch along the backs of your legs. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. 6. Plantar flexor stretch, forefoot cramps. Foot cramps can also be a concern, so stretching the plantar flexors can be helpful. Sit with one leg extended and use a towel to gently pull the top of your foot toward your body. You should feel a stretch along the top of your foot and lower leg. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch feet. Stretching doesn't just help with flexibility, it's a powerful tool in preventing leg cramps and maintaining muscle health. By making stretching a daily habit, you can increase your flexibility, improve circulation, and reduce muscle tension, all of which contribute to fewer cramps and greater comfort. The next time you feel a cramp coming on, remember that a regular stretching routine can help keep your muscles relaxed and prevent those painful spasms. Start small, incorporate these stretches into your daily routine, and be consistent. Your muscles will thank you. How often do you stretch your muscles? Do you think adding a consistent stretching routine could help reduce your leg cramps? Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a stabbing leg cramp, feeling like you can't move for what seems like an eternity? You rub your calf, wondering what went wrong, and then it hits you. You've heard that minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium are important for preventing cramps, but how do they actually work? What if those cramps could be avoided by simply paying attention to your mineral intake? Let's explore how these essential minerals play a pivotal role in muscle health and how ensuring you get enough of them can help you say goodbye to those painful, unpredictable leg cramps for good. Janet, a 70-year-old former schoolteacher, had always prided herself on staying active. She walked her dog daily, tended to her garden, and even did a little light yoga in the evenings. But in the past year, she began waking up in the middle of the night with excruciating leg cramps. The pain was so intense that she would lie in bed, unable to move, gripping her leg and wondering what she had done wrong. After a few weeks of these recurring cramps, Janet mentioned her troubles to her friend Linda, who suggested that she might be lacking some key minerals in her diet. Linda, who had dealt with leg cramps herself, explained how important potassium, magnesium, and calcium were for muscle function. She told Janet that these minerals help regulate muscle contractions and that an imbalance in any of them could lead to cramping. Curious, Janet decided to investigate further. She learned that potassium helps muscles contract and relax, magnesium supports muscle function and nerve health, and calcium is essential for muscle contraction. All three minerals work together to keep muscles functioning properly. Janet realized she hadn't been paying much attention to her mineral intake lately. She had been eating a lot of processed foods, which didn't offer much in terms of these important nutrients. Determined to make a change, Janet began incorporating more mineral-rich foods into her diet. She added bananas, for potassium, spinach, for magnesium, and dairy products, for calcium, to her daily meals. Within a few weeks, she noticed a significant reduction in the frequency and intensity of her cramps. Janet was thrilled. What she had learned about the power of minerals had made all the difference, and she was now able to enjoy her walks and gardening without the fear of painful leg cramps. Let's dive deeper into the science behind how potassium, magnesium, and calcium contribute to muscle function and why they are so crucial in preventing leg cramps. 1. Potassium. Potassium is a key mineral that helps maintain the electrical balance in your cells. It plays a central role in muscle contraction and relaxation. When potassium levels are low, your muscles become more prone to involuntary contractions, which is what happens during a cramp. Potassium helps counteract the effects of sodium in your cells, ensuring that muscles contract and relax in a controlled manner. Low potassium can disrupt this balance, leading to cramps. Potassium-rich foods, bananas, oranges, potatoes, sweet potatoes, spinach, and tomatoes are all great sources of potassium. By eating these foods regularly, you ensure your muscles stay relaxed and function properly, reducing the risk of cramps. 2. Magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that helps muscles function and relax properly. It works by regulating the movement of calcium in and out of muscle cells. When magnesium levels are low, muscles may contract too much and too often, leading to cramps. Magnesium also helps prevent the nerve overstimulation that can cause muscles to tighten unnecessarily. Magnesium-rich foods, spinach, almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, and avocados are excellent sources of magnesium. Adding these to your diet can help promote proper muscle relaxation and reduce cramping. 3. Calcium. Calcium is perhaps best known for its role in bone health, but it also plays an essential role in muscle function. Calcium is required for muscle contraction. However, muscles cannot contract properly without adequate magnesium to counterbalance it. If you don't get enough calcium, your muscles may not be able to contract and relax efficiently, which can result in cramps. Calcium also helps regulate nerve function, keeping signals to the muscles in check. Calcium-rich foods, dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt are excellent sources of calcium. For non-dairy options, look to fortified plant milks, leafy green vegetables like kale and broccoli, and tofu. 4. The interplay between these minerals. While each of these minerals plays an important role on its own, it's the interplay between them that makes them even more powerful. For example, calcium triggers muscle contraction, but it's magnesium that helps the muscle relax afterward. Potassium helps maintain fluid balance within the muscle cells, ensuring that they remain responsive and hydrated. Without the right balance of these three minerals, your muscles can become overstimulated, causing cramps to occur. So how can you make sure you're getting enough of these vital minerals to prevent leg cramps? Here are some practical tips for boosting your intake of potassium, magnesium, and calcium. 1. Incorporate more whole foods into your diet. The best way to ensure you're getting enough of these minerals is to focus on a balanced, whole food-based diet. Choose fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and dairy products, or fortified alternatives that are rich in potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Aim to include a variety of these foods in your meals each day. 2. Choose mineral-rich snacks. If you tend to snack between meals, opt for snacks that are rich in these minerals. A handful of almonds or pumpkin seeds can give you a magnesium boost, while a banana or orange is a great way to get more potassium. Low-fat yogurt or cheese can help with your calcium intake. 3. Consider supplements, if needed. While it's always best to get nutrients from food, some people may need to take supplements to meet their needs for potassium, magnesium, or calcium. If you think you might be deficient, consult with your healthcare provider before starting a supplement regimen. 4. Stay hydrated. Staying properly hydrated also supports mineral balance. Dehydration can exacerbate cramps, so be sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day. When you sweat, you lose important minerals, so consider replenishing with drinks that contain electrolytes. 5. Track your diet. Keep track of the foods you eat to ensure you're regularly consuming enough potassium, magnesium, and calcium. It may be helpful to log your meals in a food diary or use an app to track your nutrient intake. This can help you identify any gaps and make adjustments to your diet accordingly. Potassium, magnesium, and calcium are not just important, they are essential for muscle function and preventing painful leg cramps. By focusing on a balanced diet that includes these minerals, you can take control of your health and reduce the likelihood of those sudden, painful cramps that seem to pop up at the most inconvenient times. Start today by making small changes in your diet. Incorporate more potassium-rich fruits, magnesium-packed nuts and seeds, and calcium-filled dairy products into your meals. Over time, you'll notice fewer cramps and more comfort in your everyday activities. What foods do you currently eat that are rich in potassium, magnesium, and calcium? Have you noticed any connection between your diet and the frequency of your leg cramps? Imagine it's the middle of the night, and you wake up suddenly to the excruciating pain of a leg cramp. You try to stretch it out, but the pain lingers for what feels like an eternity. Now, picture a world where these cramps don't dominate your nights and mornings. What if simple changes to your lifestyle could help you manage and even prevent these cramps for good? The truth is, it's not just about what you eat or how you stretch, it's about the overall habits you cultivate each day. Let's explore how adopting certain lifestyle habits can go a long way in keeping those painful leg cramps at bay. George, a 72-year-old retiree, had been plagued by leg cramps for years. They would wake him up in the middle of the night, causing him to hobble around in agony, trying to get relief. As someone who loved gardening, he was frustrated that his cramping legs were limiting his ability to enjoy his favorite hobby. After hearing about the importance of minerals and stretching, he started to make some changes to his daily routine. But it wasn't until he examined his overall lifestyle that he really started seeing a difference. One evening, George was chatting with his neighbor, Carla, who also struggled with leg cramps. She shared how her cramps had dramatically decreased after she made some simple lifestyle changes, like staying more active during the day, improving her posture, and cutting back on caffeine. Intrigued, George decided to take a holistic approach to managing his cramps by making some changes to his everyday habits. First, George made a commitment to be more active throughout the day. He started going for regular walks and found that being on his feet more helped keep his muscles from stiffening up. He also began paying attention to his posture, making sure he wasn't slouching or sitting for long periods. Lastly, George started reducing his caffeine intake. While he enjoyed a cup of coffee in the morning, he had been drinking multiple cups throughout the day, which he now realized could contribute to dehydration and muscle spasms. Within a few weeks, George noticed a big difference. His legs felt stronger and more relaxed, and he no longer woke up in the middle of the night with cramps. By adjusting his daily habits, he had found lasting relief. So why do certain lifestyle habits matter when it comes to preventing leg cramps? Let's break it down. 1. Staying active. When you're sedentary for long periods, your muscles tend to become stiff and more prone to cramps. Regular activity helps maintain muscle strength and flexibility, and it keeps the blood flowing, which can reduce the risk of cramps. It also helps with circulation, ensuring that your muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay healthy. Oh, why it helps. Lack of movement can cause muscle atrophy, meaning your muscles lose strength and flexibility over time. On the other hand, regular movement helps keep muscles elastic and functional, lowering the chances of cramps. 2. Improving posture. Good posture isn't just about looking confident, it also plays a role in muscle health. Poor posture, especially from sitting or standing for long periods, can cause muscle imbalances, leading to discomfort and cramps. By being mindful of your posture, you help ensure that your muscles are aligned and relaxed, reducing strain on any one muscle group. Oh, why it helps. Poor posture puts additional strain on certain muscles, making them more likely to cramp. By improving posture, you avoid these imbalances and give your muscles a chance to work more efficiently. 3. Hydration. Dehydration is one of the biggest contributors to leg cramps. When you don't drink enough water, your muscles can become fatigued and more prone to cramping. Dehydration reduces the availability of electrolytes, like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, that are essential for muscle function. Oh, why it helps. Staying hydrated ensures that your body has the fluids it needs to maintain proper electrolyte balance. Proper hydration also helps prevent muscle fatigue and reduces the likelihood of cramps. 4. Caffeine and alcohol reduction. While a cup of coffee or a glass of wine may seem harmless, too much caffeine or alcohol can actually contribute to leg cramps. Caffeine is a diuretic, which means it causes you to urinate more frequently, leading to dehydration. Alcohol has a similar effect, and excessive consumption can lead to nutrient imbalances and dehydration, both of which can trigger cramps. Oh, why it helps. Cutting back on caffeine and alcohol can help maintain hydration levels and reduce the risk of cramps. By moderating these beverages, you allow your muscles to stay well nourished and less likely to cramp. 5. Regular sleep. Getting quality rest is essential for muscle recovery and overall health. Sleep allows your muscles to repair themselves and recharge, making them less prone to cramping. Poor sleep, on the other hand, can lead to increased muscle tension, which can trigger cramps. If you're not getting enough sleep, your muscles may not be able to fully relax during the night, increasing the likelihood of nocturnal leg cramps. Oh, why it helps. During sleep, your muscles enter a recovery phase where they are able to relax and repair. Lack of rest means muscles stay tense, which can lead to more cramping. A regular sleep routine ensures that your body has enough time to recover and recharge. 6. Weight management. Excess weight can put additional stress on your muscles and joints, leading to more frequent cramping. Maintaining a healthy weight reduces the pressure on your muscles, helping them stay strong and more resilient. Additionally, weight loss can help with overall circulation and muscle health. Oh, why it helps. Carrying extra weight can place strain on your lower body, particularly the legs, which can increase the risk of cramps. By maintaining a healthy weight, you ease the burden on your muscles and joints, reducing the chances of cramping. Now that we understand how certain lifestyle habits can reduce leg cramps, here are some actionable steps you can take to improve your daily routine. 1. Stay active. Incorporate at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise into your daily routine. Whether it's walking, swimming, or yoga, regular physical activity helps keep your muscles strong, flexible, and less prone to cramping. 2. Improve your posture. Be mindful of your posture throughout the day. Whether sitting, standing, or walking, make sure your body is aligned, with your shoulders back, spine straight, and head up. If you're sitting for long periods, take breaks to stand up and stretch. 3. Drink plenty of water. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day, more if you're active or it's hot outside. Staying hydrated helps keep your muscles fueled and prevents cramps caused by dehydration. 4. Cut back on caffeine and alcohol. Consider limiting your intake of caffeinated drinks like coffee, tea, and soda, as well as alcoholic beverages. Reducing these substances can help maintain hydration and prevent the nutrient imbalances that lead to cramps. 5. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a calming bedtime routine to help you wind down and ensure your muscles have time to recover and relax overnight. 6. Manage your weight. If you're carrying extra weight, consider speaking with a healthcare provider about ways to safely manage your weight. Losing even a small amount can relieve pressure on your muscles and reduce the frequency of cramps. By making these small, manageable changes to your lifestyle, you can significantly reduce the occurrence of leg cramps and improve your overall well-being. It's not just about treating cramps when they happen, it's about proactively creating habits that support strong, healthy muscles every day. Take control of your health by being more mindful of your activity levels, hydration, posture, and sleep. With a little dedication and awareness, you can say goodbye to those painful nighttime cramps and enjoy a more comfortable, cramp-free life. Which lifestyle change do you think would make the biggest difference in preventing your leg cramps? Have you already tried any of these habits with success? Picture this: you're lying in bed, ready to fall asleep, when suddenly, you feel a tightness in your calf. Before you can even react, a full-on cramp hits, and you're writhing in pain. It feels like there's no escape. Now, imagine if you could use relaxation techniques to calm your muscles before they ever got to that point. What if you could reduce the tension in your legs and prevent cramps from happening at all? Let's explore how relaxation practices like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and mindfulness can be powerful tools in managing and preventing leg cramps. Lucille, a 68-year-old woman, had been battling leg cramps for years. They typically hit her at night, just as she was drifting off to sleep, and often woke her up with excruciating pain. She'd tried many things to prevent the cramps, but nothing seemed to work consistently. After discussing her struggles with her daughter, Claire, who was a yoga instructor, Lucille decided to try something different. Relaxation techniques. Claire taught Lucille the art of deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation. Lucille was skeptical at first. After all, how could simply relaxing help her muscles from cramping? But Claire explained that stress and muscle tension were major contributors to cramps, and by consciously relaxing her body, she could reduce the tension that led to cramps. Lucille started practicing deep breathing exercises daily, focusing on taking slow, deep breaths to calm her nervous system and ease the tension in her muscles. Claire also introduced her to progressive muscle relaxation, where Lucille would tense and then relax each muscle group in her body, paying close attention to how each muscle felt. Over time, Lucille started feeling less tension in her legs during the day, and she even began practicing some gentle stretches before bed. Within a few weeks, Lucille was thrilled to find that her leg cramps had decreased significantly. Not only did she feel more relaxed overall, but she was now able to sleep through the night without waking up in pain. Relaxation had made a huge difference in her quality of life. Relaxation techniques work by helping to reduce the muscle tension and stress that can contribute to leg cramps. Here's how they work from a physiological standpoint. 1. Deep breathing. Deep breathing is a powerful tool for relaxing the body and reducing muscle tension. When we are stressed, our body enters a fight or flight state, which increases muscle tension and can trigger cramps. By practicing slow, deep breathing, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's rest and digest response. This helps to calm the nervous system, lower cortisol levels, and promote muscle relaxation. Oh, why it helps. Deep breathing allows you to reduce the physical effects of stress, lowering muscle tension and decreasing the likelihood of cramping. It's a quick and effective way to reset your body and prepare it for rest. 2. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. Progressive muscle relaxation is a technique that involves tensing and then relaxing specific muscle groups throughout the body. This practice helps you become more aware of where you carry tension, and by intentionally relaxing these muscles, you can prevent the stiffness that can lead to cramps. Oh, why it helps. By systematically relaxing each muscle group, you send signals to your body to release built-up tension. This reduces the likelihood of muscles becoming tight or overactive, which can result in cramping. PMR can also help improve circulation and promote better overall muscle health. 3. Mindfulness and body awareness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of the sensations in your body, including any areas of tension. This heightened awareness can help you identify and address tension before it builds into something more painful, like a cramp. Oh, why it helps. When you focus on your body's sensations, you can quickly recognize when your muscles are becoming tight and take steps to relax them before a cramp forms. Mindfulness also encourages a state of calm that can promote better sleep and relaxation. 4. Stretching and gentle movement. While relaxation techniques focus on calming the body and mind, gentle stretching is another key element that can help prevent cramps. Stretching before bed, especially targeting the muscles most prone to cramps, like the calves and hamstrings, can help improve flexibility and reduce muscle tightness. Stretching also increases blood flow to the muscles, helping them stay healthy and less likely to seize up. Oh, why it helps. Stretching helps to elongate muscles that might be tight from sitting or standing for long periods. By improving flexibility, you make your muscles less likely to cramp during the night. So, how can you incorporate these relaxation techniques into your daily routine? Here are some simple ways to get started. 1. Practice deep breathing. Set aside a few minutes each day for deep breathing. Sit comfortably and take slow, deep breaths in through your nose, holding for a few seconds, then exhaling slowly through your mouth. Aim for 5 to 10 minutes of breathing exercises in the morning, before bed, or whenever you need to relax. 2. Progressive muscle relaxation. Before bed, try doing a session of progressive muscle relaxation. Start by tensing the muscles in your feet for a few seconds, then slowly release the tension. Work your way up through your body, tensing and relaxing your calves, thighs, abdomen, arms, and neck. Pay attention to how each muscle feels, and focus on letting go of any tension. 3. Mindfulness practice. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine by simply taking a few moments to focus on your body's sensations. You can do this while sitting, walking, or lying down. Notice where you feel any tension or discomfort, and gently release it by taking slow, deep breaths. This practice can help you tune into your body and identify areas that may be prone to cramping. 4. Stretching before bed. Create a bedtime stretching routine that targets the legs. Some simple stretches to try include: calf stretches. Stand facing a wall, with one foot forward and the other back. Press the back heel into the floor and hold the stretch for 30 seconds. Hamstring stretches. Sit on the floor and extend one leg straight while reaching for your toes. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and repeat on the other side. Quadricep stretches. Stand and pull one foot toward your bottom, holding the ankle to stretch the front of your thigh. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds on each leg. Stretching before bed not only prepares your muscles for rest but also helps prevent overnight cramps. 5. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. To promote relaxation before sleep, create a calming bedtime routine. Avoid stimulating activities like watching TV or checking your phone. Instead, opt for activities that help you wind down, such as reading, gentle stretching, or listening to calming music. By incorporating these relaxation techniques into your routine, you can significantly reduce the risk of leg cramps and improve your overall well-being. Relaxation isn't just a luxury, it's an essential part of maintaining muscle health and ensuring a cramp-free night. With just a little practice, you can learn to calm your muscles, reduce tension, and sleep soundly without the fear of waking up to painful cramps. What relaxation technique do you think you'd find most beneficial in preventing leg cramps? Have you ever tried deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or stretching before bed? Imagine you're about to step out for a quick walk in the neighborhood, but you're already dreading it. Your feet feel cramped and uncomfortable in your shoes, and you know that no matter how much you walk, your legs are bound to start aching soon. What if the problem isn't your legs, but the shoes you're wearing? The right footwear can make a world of difference, not only in your comfort but also in preventing painful leg cramps. Let's explore why wearing proper shoes isn't just a fashion choice, but a crucial part of managing leg cramps and maintaining overall leg health. Marvin, a 75-year-old retiree, had always enjoyed his daily walks. However, for the past year, he'd noticed an increase in leg cramps, especially after he walked for more than 15 minutes. He'd tried everything, stretching, eating more potassium, and even taking magnesium supplements, but nothing seemed to make a difference. His cramps would strike just when he thought he'd be able to enjoy a peaceful walk. One day, Marvin's daughter, Jenny, came over to visit and noticed him limping slightly after a walk. She asked him if he'd ever thought about the shoes he was wearing. Marvin shrugged and said, "They're just shoes, I've had them for years." Jenny, a physical therapist, gently suggested that he might be wearing shoes that were contributing to the problem. After all, improper footwear could cause poor alignment and muscle tension, leading to cramps. Jenny took Marvin to a local shoe store that specialized in orthopedic footwear. They went through a fitting process where Marvin had his gait analyzed and was guided toward shoes that offered proper arch support, cushioning, and stability. She also recommended insoles designed to support his natural foot shape. To Marvin's surprise, after wearing his new shoes for just a few days, he noticed a significant reduction in his leg cramps. He no longer had to cut his walks short or suffer through pain afterward. The right shoes not only improved his walking comfort but also helped relieve the tension in his legs that was contributing to his cramps. The relationship between footwear and leg cramps is more significant than many realize. Here's why proper shoes are crucial. 1. Arch support. Your arches help absorb shock and distribute your weight evenly across your feet. When shoes lack proper arch support, your feet can overpronate, roll inward, or supinate, roll outward, leading to misalignment in your legs and spine. This can cause muscle strain, increasing the risk of cramps. Proper arch support helps maintain alignment and reduces the strain on muscles in your legs. Oh, why it helps. Shoes with good arch support help distribute pressure more evenly, reducing the likelihood of tension and cramps in your legs. Proper support also encourages better posture, which can alleviate muscle strain and reduce cramping. 2. Cushioning. When your shoes lack sufficient cushioning, your feet absorb all the impact with each step, which can travel up through your legs and cause tension in your calves, thighs, and lower back. Good cushioning absorbs shock, reducing the pressure on your legs and joints, and promotes better muscle relaxation, thus preventing cramps. Oh, why it helps. Cushioning reduces impact and helps your legs feel more relaxed during walking or standing. This can be especially important for seniors, as their joints and muscles may be more sensitive to repetitive impact. 3. Stability and balance. Poorly fitting shoes or those without enough stability can lead to an unstable gait, which can cause your body to compensate by shifting weight unevenly. This imbalance leads to muscle strain, which can trigger cramps. Shoes that provide adequate stability keep your feet aligned and reduce the risk of instability that can cause cramping. Oh, why it helps. Stability shoes help prevent your feet from rolling inward or outward, which can lead to muscle strain and cramps. Proper alignment also makes it easier to walk without unnecessary fatigue. 4. Foot shape. Everyone's feet are shaped differently, and wearing shoes that don't accommodate your unique foot structure can cause a host of issues, including cramps. Whether you have flat feet, high arches, or wide feet, wearing shoes that cater to your specific needs ensures that your feet and legs are properly supported, reducing strain and discomfort. Oh, why it helps. Shoes designed to fit your foot's shape and support its natural structure will help reduce pressure points and discomfort that could lead to cramping. Custom insoles or orthotics can also provide additional support and improve alignment. Choosing the right shoes doesn't have to be overwhelming, but it does require some thought. Here are a few steps you can take to ensure your footwear is helping, not hindering. Your efforts to avoid leg cramps. 1. Get properly fitted. When buying new shoes, go to a store that specializes in fitting. Having your feet measured properly will ensure that you choose the right size and style for your feet. If possible, have a gait analysis done to identify any issues with your walking pattern that might be contributing to muscle strain. 2. Look for shoes with good arch support. Choose shoes that offer sufficient arch support, especially if you have flat feet or high arches. Arch supports help distribute your weight evenly and reduce the risk of strain on your muscles. Some shoes come with removable insoles, so you can swap them out for custom orthotics if needed. 3. Opt for cushioning. Select shoes that offer adequate cushioning to absorb the impact of walking. Look for shoes with a padded sole or insole, as this can reduce the strain on your legs. If you're walking or standing for long periods, consider getting shoes designed for all-day comfort and support. 4. Prioritize stability. Look for shoes that provide a stable base and prevent your feet from rolling inward or outward. Stability shoes are especially important for individuals with conditions like overpronation or supination, as they help keep your gait aligned and prevent unnecessary muscle strain. 5. Choose footwear that fits your activity level. If you're walking long distances or doing physical activity, select shoes designed for those purposes. Sneakers or walking shoes with ample cushioning and support are great for daily walks. If you spend a lot of time standing, opt for shoes with extra arch support and a supportive heel. 6. Consider orthotics. If your feet need extra support, consider using orthotic insoles. These insoles can be customized to fit your foot shape and provide additional arch support and cushioning. Orthotics can be especially helpful for individuals with foot conditions like plantar fasciitis or bunions, which can contribute to leg cramps. Wearing the right shoes may seem like a simple solution, but it can make a profound difference in your leg health and help prevent cramps from taking over your daily activities. By selecting footwear that provides proper arch support, cushioning, stability, and a fit tailored to your unique foot shape, you can reduce strain on your muscles and enjoy more comfortable walks, activities, and nights of rest. So, before you put on those old, worn-out shoes, think about your legs and what they need to stay cramp-free. Investing in proper footwear is an investment in your overall well-being, and it could be the missing piece in your leg cramp prevention strategy. Have you ever noticed that your shoes might be contributing to your leg cramps? What changes do you think you'll make to your footwear to reduce muscle tension and improve comfort? Stress, it's an inevitable part of life, but for many people, it's also a major factor that contributes to leg cramps. Have you ever noticed how, during times of stress, your muscles seem to tighten, and even the slightest movements can trigger painful cramps? Now, imagine being able to manage that stress in a way that not only calms your mind but also helps prevent those excruciating leg cramps from occurring. What if the key to reducing cramps lies not just in physical treatments but in calming your mind and body, too? Helen, a 72-year-old grandmother, had been struggling with leg cramps for years. They'd strike mostly at night, disrupting her sleep and making her dread bedtime. Despite trying everything, hydration, stretching, and magnesium, nothing seemed to work. But then Helen took a step back and realized something: she had been under a lot of stress lately. Between her busy schedule taking care of her grandkids, managing her household, and worrying about her health, her stress levels were through the roof. It wasn't just her mind that was overwhelmed, her body was carrying that tension, too. One evening, while chatting with her daughter, Clara, who was a wellness coach, Helen mentioned how tense her muscles felt all the time, especially in her legs. Clara suggested that stress might be playing a bigger role in her cramps than she realized. She explained that stress triggers the body's fight or flight response, causing muscle tension and making the muscles more prone to cramping. Clara introduced Helen to a series of stress management techniques, including mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and gentle yoga. Helen started practicing these techniques daily. At first, it was hard to quiet her busy mind, but with time, she learned how to focus on the present moment and let go of her worries. She began taking deep breaths whenever she felt the tension rising in her legs or body. Slowly, she noticed a shift. Not only did her mind feel more at ease, but her legs also felt less tight. The cramps became less frequent, and when they did occur, they were much milder. Helen's newfound ability to manage stress brought her a sense of relief, both physically and mentally. She wasn't just preventing cramps, she was also building resilience against the daily stresses that had once seemed overwhelming. Stress is one of the most common yet often overlooked contributors to leg cramps, especially for older adults. Here's how stress impacts your body and leads to cramping. 1. Fight or flight response. When we're stressed, our body activates the fight or flight response, which is designed to prepare us to deal with danger. This causes a release of hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which increase blood flow to our muscles, prepare them for action, and cause them to tense up. Chronic stress can keep these muscles in a constant state of tension, making them more susceptible to cramps. Oh, why it helps to manage stress. By calming your mind and lowering your stress levels, you reduce the amount of tension in your muscles. This allows your muscles to relax and reduces the likelihood of cramps, especially at night when your body is trying to rest. 2. Muscle tension. Stress doesn't just affect your mind, it also affects your muscles. When you're stressed, your body's natural response is to tighten up. Over time, this constant tension can lead to muscle fatigue, soreness, and cramps. Stress can especially exacerbate cramping in the calves and thighs, where tension tends to accumulate. Oh, why it helps to manage stress. Relaxing techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or yoga allow your muscles to release this built-up tension. When your body isn't in a constant state of contraction, your muscles are less likely to cramp, helping to improve overall leg health. 3. Nervous system regulation. Chronic stress can also affect the nervous system, leading to miscommunication between the brain and muscles. This disruption can cause muscle spasms and cramps. Managing stress helps restore balance to the nervous system, allowing for better muscle function and fewer cramps. Oh, why it helps to manage stress. By practicing stress management techniques, you help regulate the nervous system and improve the communication between your brain and muscles. This can help prevent the spasms and cramps that are often triggered by stress. 4. Increased risk of dehydration. Stress can also impact your hydration levels. When you're stressed, you might forget to drink enough water, or you may experience increased urination due to the stress response. Dehydration, in turn, can make your muscles more prone to cramping. Managing stress helps you maintain healthy habits, including staying hydrated, which is essential for muscle function. Oh, why it helps to manage stress. By reducing stress, you're more likely to stay mindful of your hydration needs and maintain a healthy fluid balance in your body, which is critical for preventing cramps. There are several effective ways to manage stress that can help reduce leg cramps. Here are a few practical techniques you can incorporate into your daily life. 1. Mindfulness meditation. Start with just 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation each day. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This practice helps calm the nervous system, reduces muscle tension, and promotes relaxation. 2. Deep breathing exercises. Deep breathing is one of the quickest and easiest ways to reduce stress and relax your muscles. Practice diaphragmatic breathing by inhaling deeply through your nose for a count of 4, holding the breath for 4, and exhaling slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Repeat this cycle several times to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps to calm your body. 3. Gentle yoga. Yoga is a great way to combine movement with relaxation. There are specific poses that help release muscle tension in the legs and body. Simple poses like downward dog, child's pose, and legs up the wall are especially beneficial for easing tight muscles and reducing the stress that can lead to cramps. Aim for a short session of yoga each morning or evening to improve flexibility and relax your body. 4. Progressive muscle relaxation. This technique involves tensing and then relaxing each muscle group in your body. Start at your feet and work your way up to your head, tensing each muscle group for 5 to 10 seconds before releasing the tension. This process helps you become more aware of the areas in your body where you hold tension, and it helps your muscles relax fully, reducing the risk of cramps. 5. Regular physical activity. Exercise is a natural stress reliever, and it also helps keep your muscles strong and flexible. Try incorporating light activities like walking, swimming, or cycling into your daily routine. These activities help reduce muscle stiffness and prevent cramps, while also releasing endorphins that improve your mood and reduce stress. 6. Sleep hygiene. Stress and lack of sleep often go hand in hand, and poor sleep can make your muscles more prone to cramps. Practice good sleep hygiene by sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and ensuring your bedroom is dark and quiet. Getting enough rest allows your body to recover and reduces the physical effects of stress. Stress may be unavoidable, but how you manage it can make all the difference in your overall health, especially when it comes to preventing leg cramps. By taking the time to incorporate relaxation techniques into your daily routine, you can reduce the tension in your body, promote better muscle health, and enjoy a more peaceful, cramp-free life. What stress management technique do you think would work best for you in preventing leg cramps? Have you tried meditation, deep breathing, or yoga before? Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, feeling the all-too-familiar sharp, sudden pain of a leg cramp. You try to stretch it out, but it just won't go away. Now picture this: what if the solution to these painful cramps was something as simple as a glass of water? Hydration is a critical piece of the puzzle that many overlook, but it could be the key to reducing or even preventing those painful leg cramps that disrupt your day and night. How much do you think staying hydrated could truly impact your muscle health? Rita, a 68-year-old retiree, had spent the last few years struggling with painful leg cramps. They were especially bad at night, and it seemed like no matter what she tried, stretching, taking supplements, or adjusting her diet, the cramps would always return. It wasn't until one evening, when she was having dinner with her son, Peter, that the conversation took an interesting turn. Peter had recently learned about the importance of hydration in muscle health and was shocked to find out that Rita wasn't drinking enough water. She admitted to him that while she had a cup of coffee every morning, she rarely drank water throughout the day. Rita, like many people, had always been focused on other factors like vitamins or exercise, but never considered that dehydration could be contributing to her leg cramps. Peter gently explained to her that muscles are made up mostly of water, and dehydration could cause muscle cramps because the body struggles to function properly without adequate fluid. He also mentioned that water helps maintain electrolyte balance, important minerals like potassium, calcium, and magnesium, which are essential for muscle function. Rita, intrigued, started tracking her water intake and aimed to drink at least 8 glasses a day. To her amazement, within just a week of increasing her water intake, Rita noticed a significant reduction in her leg cramps. They were less frequent, and when they did occur, they weren't as intense. She began to feel more energized and less stiff overall. What seemed like a simple change, drinking more water, made a huge difference in the way her body felt. Hydration is one of the most essential components of muscle health. Here's why it's so crucial in preventing leg cramps. 1. Muscle function and water. Muscles are composed of about 75% water. Without proper hydration, muscles don't work as efficiently. When you're dehydrated, your muscles become more prone to spasms and cramps because they lose the fluids needed to function properly. Hydration helps muscles maintain their elasticity, preventing them from seizing up in painful cramps. Oh, why it helps. Adequate hydration ensures that your muscles remain flexible and relaxed. When you're well hydrated, your muscles are more likely to perform smoothly without cramping. If you don't drink enough water, your muscles lack the necessary fluids to contract and relax properly, leading to painful cramps. 2. Electrolyte balance. Electrolytes, such as potassium, sodium, magnesium, and calcium, are essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. These minerals help transmit electrical signals between your muscles and nerves, enabling them to work together. Hydration plays a key role in maintaining the balance of electrolytes in your body. When you're dehydrated, the electrolyte balance can become disturbed, leading to muscle dysfunction and cramping. Oh, why it helps. Drinking enough water helps maintain proper electrolyte balance. When you're hydrated, these essential minerals are transported through your bloodstream efficiently, supporting normal muscle function and preventing cramps. 3. Fluid balance in the body. Dehydration affects more than just your muscles. It impacts your entire body. When you're dehydrated, your body struggles to regulate temperature, blood flow, and nutrient delivery to your muscles. This can lead to muscle fatigue, cramping, and overall weakness. Proper hydration helps your body maintain optimal fluid balance, ensuring that all systems function smoothly. Oh, why it helps. When you're properly hydrated, your circulatory system works more efficiently, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your muscles while also helping to remove waste products. This promotes healthy muscle function and reduces the likelihood of cramps. 4. Heat and dehydration. In hot weather or during physical exertion, the body loses more fluids through sweat. Without replenishing those fluids, the body becomes more prone to dehydration. As the body becomes dehydrated, the risk of muscle cramps increases. Staying hydrated before, during, and after exercise is crucial for preventing cramps, especially in warmer climates. Oh, why it helps. Drinking water consistently, especially in hot weather or during physical activity, helps replenish the fluids lost through sweat. This prevents the muscles from becoming dehydrated and reduces the likelihood of cramping. Now that you understand the vital link between hydration and leg cramps, here are some tips to help you stay hydrated and reduce your risk of cramps. 1. Drink plenty of water. Aim to drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. If you're more active, you may need more to replace the fluids lost through sweat. Keep a water bottle with you throughout the day to remind yourself to drink regularly, even if you're not feeling thirsty. 2. Eat water-rich foods. In addition to drinking water, incorporate water-rich foods into your diet. Fruits like watermelon, cucumbers, and oranges, as well as vegetables like celery and lettuce, can help keep you hydrated while providing valuable nutrients that support muscle health. 3. Balance electrolytes. In addition to water, your body needs electrolytes to maintain proper muscle function. Foods like bananas, leafy greens, nuts, and seeds are rich in electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Drinking coconut water or sports drinks that contain electrolytes can also help replenish the minerals lost through sweat. 4. Monitor your fluid intake. Pay attention to how much water you're consuming, especially during periods of increased physical activity or when the weather is hot. You can track your intake using a hydration app or a simple journal. If you notice that your leg cramps increase during specific activities or times of day, it may be a sign that you're not staying hydrated enough. 5. Hydrate before, during, and after exercise. If you're planning on exercising or spending time outside, make sure to hydrate before, during, and after your activity. Drink a glass of water before you start, take breaks to sip water during your workout, and drink more afterward to replenish fluids lost through sweat. Hydration is one of the simplest and most effective ways to prevent leg cramps. By ensuring that you're drinking enough water and maintaining a proper electrolyte balance, you can keep your muscles healthy and cramp-free. Sometimes, the most straightforward solutions, like drinking a glass of water, are the most powerful. Hit subscribe and leave a comment with where you're watching from. This story might just spark a new beginning. What's one thing that always pushes you forward, even when things get tough?